Yo, what's good? It's Big Corleone.
No, I'm just playing.
You
yo,
stupid. Yo, I really
yo.
thought you were frozen, you ass.
Nah, it's Dubs the Dawn, yo.
Yeah, I was like, this
yo,
motherfucker frozen.
yo,
You
yo.
got you got that. Here's
Yeah,
TG.
I know,
Hold on, let
I
me get
know, I
TG
know.
in here.
Hey, before I start giving you my AKAs, Yankees always, yo. Yankees always. Like look at the hat. Championships from Derek Jeter time. You know, fuck Boston. Fuck Houston.
Yeah. You had me
Yeah.
going there. I was like, this motherfucker's frozen. Oh shit. What's up, TG Love? You good?
What's up?
A
I'm
little
doing
louder.
all right. I'm doing okay. Let's see.
All right, that's good. So what's going on, man? How was your week?
Who are you
All right,
talking
nobody's gonna fucking say nothing.
to?
It
My
doesn't matter how your week was. I was waiting
nobody
for someone to say
cares.
something.
Nobody gives a flying
No,
fuck.
like no one gives a flying 747 fuck about how anybody's week was. Let's be honest about that.
All right, well, so check this bullshit out, man. I was looking at a video, and it had to do with the days of the week. And I just realized now
Oh, I
that
saw
what the
that.
fuck is another week? What was that? What was that buzz? You heard that?
Oh, that was my vibrator. I'm sorry.
Keep
All
it
right,
quiet
well,
over there.
yeah, well. Anyway, it's Monday, Tuesday. What the fuck? Saturday, Sunday. I just realized that. I didn't even know it was like that.
Where have you been? I feel like this
Yeah,
is like an old meme from like 3 years ago, and you
yeah,
just
it
caught
probably
on.
is. I just caught on to that shit now. After they said it, I was looking at the calendar and I'm looking at the days of the week and I'm like, oh really? Oh shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway, so they found that dude's remains in Florida.
Is it really his remains?
They say they took his teeth and they did one of those
Dental records?
dental records and they said it was him. They confirmed it was him.
Wow.
Yo,
So now hold on before you say anything, Dubs. It's kind of making me think. I mean, I know his parents had something to do with had to have had something to do with this bullshit. But do you really think he offed himself and just died in wherever the fuck they found him?
first off, first off, people die every day, b.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, I'm trying to figure out like what's the big deal with this one. You know what I'm saying? Why this make such a story and whatever.
Because
Meanwhile,
it was
other
a
people
young
going.
white girl.
Well, I mean, I was trying to dance around that whole thing, but okay
But why
then. You know
should
what I
we?
mean?
And this is the This Might Hurt podcast. Why are we
I
beating
would.
around the bush? Let's be real. It became a big thing because there was a cute little white blonde girl, and her parents were going crazy, and that gets media's attention. I mean, I haven't
Yeah,
been following it because I just don't want to feed into. This is going to be a Dateline episode. I'll watch it when it airs. This literally is another day in
I
America.
just feel a little it's a little fucked up. Not fucked. Well, I mean, nobody deserves to be strangled.
No, not at all. She
What
was
you know what I'm
obviously in an
saying?
abusive relationship.
unless you're burning the pot roast and you're over frying the chicken, and the chicken looks like, what I'm saying, it has car oil on it,
Oh
then you
my
should be
god.
strangled.
Maybe that might be the reason.
If you're burning water, you should be strangled.
If
Burning
you
one.
are burning water, then I hope Darwinism does what it needs to.
If you're a Packers fan, I was playing.
Oh,
I'm just playing,
hold up, hold up.
just playing. No, hold on. If you complain about why the bathroom stinks after I take a shit,
Oh my
alright,
god.
you should be strangled.
You are a fucking piece of fucking work, Dubs.
He really
I'll
is.
tell you.
He's special.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah,
Yes.
man. I felt when I found out she was strangled, man, I was like, that's fucked up, man. I'm one of those types of dudes that I envision shit when I read it.
Right.
Like I sit there and I'm like, damn,
Excuse
yo.
me.
And I kind of like stress over some shit sometimes. Like I take shit to the heart. Like, oh my gosh, she got strangled. Oh shit, that's fucked up. What the fuck was she going through while she was being strangled? Like,
Right. You also have daughters, so doesn't that like
You really want
kind
to know what
of
she was going through?
hit you?
Yeah, man, it's fucked up,
Do
man.
you really want to know what she was going through? She was going through the same shit that Eric Gardner was going through. They both couldn't breathe. And I ain't trying to
Yeah.
Oh,
sound
damn.
cold, but yo,
But
you know
it's
what?
true.
Look, you know what I'm saying? She was going through what George Floyd went through. You know what I'm saying? I
Actually,
mean,
worse, because I heard with the autopsy report, the way that she was strangled was like she was strangled where she couldn't breathe, then he's strangling her. Then he would strangle her again and stop strangling her. So it was like, it was sick. It was really just
Yeah, it was some
sick
demented
what he
shit, yo.
did, because it's one
But
thing
see,
to be angry and like take someone's neck, you know, and go to town, but it's another thing to be like, it's almost like he wanted to torture her.
right. Yeah, well, it's fucked up.
It is very fucked up.
Yeah.
yo, but look, you know what? I don't mean to sound cold or nothing,
But you do.
but it's gonna come out the way it's gonna come out. Um, it's funny because like if you know what I'm saying, you know what? I'm never mind because yo, you know what? I'm gonna get canceled before I get canceled. You know what I
Oh
mean? Like
god,
I'm gonna
Oh
get
man.
canceled. Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
that's how it works.
Yeah.
yo,
Yo, did
you
you
know what?
see that shit going on outside of Netflix?
No.
Yo, yeah, I did. And yo, and
Oh,
the
now
funny
I have
thing
to
about
look.
it, it was one dude that was holding a sign that said, you know what I'm saying, I love Dave Chappelle for his jokes, right? And some dude came and broke his sign, right? So he took
Yeah,
the
I
wooden
saw that.
stick, and you know what I'm
Damn.
saying? And like the alphabet people started saying, he has a weapon, he has a weapon.
Oh,
You know what I'm
geez.
saying? Everybody surrounding him. He's like, what weapon? I'm just holding his stick. He's like, if you guys, you know what I'm saying? It's comedy, man.
Yeah, man. You know what's
Like,
crazy is that I think about it. Back in the 80s, Eddie Murphy was, I mean, at the top of his game, still is, but Eddie Murphy had Delirious and Raw. And
not with those,
he
listen,
talked a lot about
not with
gays
those
and stuff.
movies, bro. Not his
What?
recent picks for movies, man, or whatever
Oh
he
no,
did.
all right. The recent picks for movies, but I mean, as
No,
far as his stand-up comedy goes, you know what I'm saying? I
legendary,
mean,
raw and delirious,
the
legendary.
legendary. And I'm telling you right now, I mean, he talked a lot about, you know, the gay community and all this other shit. And that wouldn't stand with the way shit is going right now. He would not
Right.
be able to
Because
come up
it's
with a
also the way
show.
he used it too.
Right. Yeah, of
Like
course.
it's not like it was meant to be a joke but mean. So like, and a lot of jokes are like that. A lot, I can kind of compare Dave Chappelle to George Carlin. I feel like he is the modern times George Carlin, because George Carlin would get on a stage and just tell you like it is, whether you like
Right.
it or
Yeah,
not.
George Carlin was good, yo. I like George Carlin. He was real funny.
Same
And I
thing with
feel
Bernie
like
Mac.
Chappelle is like that. He's smart. He knows how to make a point, and he's funny. So
Same thing with
I
Bernie Mac. I
I
mean,
feel
you know,
sad.
like
Sad that
You
this
feel what?
bullshit is happening to
Yeah, I know.
comedians. Like, this is so stupid to me. Like, I watched it, and I feel like people are just killing the good message that he actually gave in that show.
you know
Right.
what, and I'm gonna be real with you once again. You know, he's proven a point.
Right.
You know, like yo, you know what? By you like taking down that sign off that dude who was peacefully protesting by himself, you know, and
Yeah,
you perceive
Netflix,
them
in front of Netflix. It was crowded. There was a lot of people out
It's
there.
so ridiculous.
and you perceive them as a threat, you know. I mean, you're proving Dave Chappelle's point. You know what I
Dave
mean? Like,
Chappelle never said that he hates trans people. He never said bad shit about them either. If anything, he brought to light something that another
It's
one
true,
side doesn't notice. If
right?
you are not a person of color, you wouldn't understand what it feels like. And I think he gave that perspective. And I think it should be listened to and respected, not taken as I'm not understanding what they're saying, like what their issue is or what they're saying he said, because I don't know. You saw it. Do you feel like it was whatever they're saying it is?
Hell no. But
No,
yet,
I didn't
but,
take it.
but,
I
but
didn't take any of it like in that light at all.
me
Right.
You know what
neither.
I'm saying?
But
I
yet,
didn't.
you know what
I
I'm
looked at
saying?
it as
But yet,
entertainment and comedy. I mean,
Right.
somebody's feelings always get hurt during some kind of comedy act. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I mean, why did it have to blow up to this? I mean, the dude was just talking comedy, which is being funny. He was being him. He
but
was
yet,
being
you're proving his point. You know what I'm saying? A certain group is proving his point. You know? Exactly.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, it's proving his point exactly how one wields too much power. You know, like that. You know what? I'm gonna bring it back to last week when I was saying, you know, like if I was to, you know, assault a straight person, I only get charged with assault and battery. You know what I'm saying? But I'm ignorant, so I'll probably try to rob him too. You know what I'm saying? So just tack on a robbery charge too.
Yeah,
Right?
I'll definitely tack on a robbery charge.
Now, if I was to do it to a trans or you know what I'm saying, a gay person, which I would never do, like I'm not, you know,
Right.
but you know what that means? You know what I'm saying? Not only would I get hit with those two charges, I'll get hit with a hate crime, a federal hate crime. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And this will bypass municipal court and go straight to the feds. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So instead of me going to your, you know what I'm saying, municipal court, I'll be going to the federal court out of Newark.
Yep.
Just
Very
for that.
true.
You know, so like, yo, you know what? One wields power. You know,
Right.
one
It's
wields
supposed
way
to be
too much
about
power.
equality.
You know what? If like, you know what I mean, like if like swing, you know what I'm saying, it's like justice, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, example. You know what I'm saying? Us minorities, we swing a hammer. You know what I'm saying? Just for nails. Dope. You know what I'm saying? Them, that crowd, you know what I'm saying? Those people, that community, they swing the hammer of Thor that we can never pick up. You know what I'm saying? Because all of them are Thors. You know what I mean?
Right.
If,
No, I get the analogy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know, like they got that much power. You know what I'm saying? More power to them, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like they, you know what I'm saying? Like it's about, you know, being out there and being existent. True indeed. More power to you, but it's like it becomes, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to balance that shit out. Like this whole
Right.
cancel culture thing, right? Cancel culture is good till it's not good.
Right.
You know? So, you know what I'm saying? Like example, Bernie Mac, Kings of Comedy, 20 years ago, right? He said some off the wall shit. It was funny then. It was accepted then. So what? You gonna cancel a dead man now? I'm not saying that.
Why would you do that?
I'm not saying that they're trying to cancel him.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like he said some things not then that wouldn't fly now.
If he was alive, they probably would.
They would probably try, most definitely.
Right.
Most
you know, like
definitely.
If you're alive, then they would be like, "Oh, remember when you said this?" And it's like,
yeah,
oh,
who gives a fuck if you said what?
it
That
was
was
a
back
different
then.
time. Different
You know what I'm saying?
time.
Now, I saw an not an article, but I saw a meme. Where did I see it? I saw it on some stupid site. It was trying to compare Chappelle to John Gruden's emails when they talked about
son.
it
Come
was
on,
stupid.
son.
It was real stupid.
Yo, you know what, man? Like
it was real
you know
stupid.
What? You know what? I read an article, right? And there's another reason why, like, I deleted, you know what I'm saying? I deactivated my Facebook because I knew I was gonna get hit with some hate speech because I was gonna speak my mind on it. Where like they're talking about Chappelle, right? And how, like, you know, they basically compared him to Hitler, right?
Compared who to Hitler?
But then again, you know what I'm saying? I read the whole article, right? Like
compared who to Hitler?
How, like, you know, like how, you know, like they try to flip it saying Chappelle has so much power in his words and this, that, and the third. And how, like, you know, he had Hitler-esque qualities, whatever. I'm here reading this shit on my phone, yo, and I'm like, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, I read the comments and all these people agreeing, right? And then, like, you know what I'm saying, I did my background on the website I was on. You know what I'm saying? Not the website, but like on the Facebook page I was on, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, you know what I'm saying, like, because you know what? If you go on Facebook, whatever, you type in Dave Chappelle closer, right? It's gonna have a, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, like, you know, a lot of things because of that.
Right.
I just happen to pick the one. I just happen to pick the one that, you know, that compared him to Hitler, basically, right? In the nicest way. And then I realized, I'm like, yo, this is a gay magazine, of course. But like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's hypocritical
Oh.
because you know what? It's hypocritical because like this, right? Because you know what I'm saying, that community don't want to be hated on, but yet you write a piece like that's hating on someone for speaking something, you know what I'm saying, that's not hateful. He's just going against it.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he wasn't
Like,
saying anything hateful. He was just, yeah, you're right. He was
like, yo, you know what? It's like this, right? You gay, you gay. You know what I'm saying? You straight, you straight. I don't care who you are, yo. Like, yo, you cool with me, I'm cool with you.
right.
You know? However, you know what I'm saying? Understand something. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a certain, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain line I won't cross with you, certain line you don't cross with me. That's with anybody, though.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like, yo, you know what? I don't go, you know what I'm saying, kissing my dudes on the face, but like, yeah, I love you. You know, like
You
yo,
should.
you know what?
Maybe you should.
But you know what though? I told yo, you know what? I told my bros that, you know what I'm saying? I told my bros that I love them though. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. You
Right,
know?
no doubt.
However, like you know what I mean? Like, it's a certain line that you just don't cross, man. Like, and I guess, you know what I'm saying, and this is where I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, throw it on the, you know what I'm saying, people that are not gay. You know what I'm saying? Straight people. You know what I'm saying? Males especially. Right? The only reason why we feel weird around, us men feel weird around, gay men is because in the back of our minds, you know what I'm saying, there's always that things like, oh, he probably finds me cute with this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
That
what most
don't
men,
that I'll be honest with you.
You can only
that's what
speak for
most men think.
yourself.
Yeah.
No, you
I
can
mean, I
only
don't have
speak
it.
for yourself.
Yo, you know what? You know what? No, I mean, no, I've heard it before. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but
I ain't
that
speaking for
doesn't
me.
mean most. You can
I ain't
only
speaking
speak
for
for
me.
yourself.
I ain't
So
speaking
for
for me.
you,
Like,
if a gay guy is around you and stuff, what are you have feelings about that?
no, I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what that man does in his life, he does with his life.
Are
You
there
know what I'm saying?
men? Yes, but let me tell you,
I
the
am
men
nobody.
who
I am nobody to
right,
judge.
you're
You know?
fine, but the
However,
men who do, those men who have this issue with gay men coming like being near them and whatever they're thinking, which is stupid. Uh, it's dumb because they're not, and they have an issue. That's an insecurity on them that they got to figure out. Like
Right.
a
Yeah. I mean,
man
look.
who's not insecure is not gonna like be a, like unless there's homophobia there, then that's different. If
let me ask you a
like
question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Corleone, you ever been to the Pride Parade?
If I've been to a pride parade,
Yeah.
no.
I've never been
No,
either.
I've
I
never been to
want
a pride
to.
I
parade.
had
Wait
to.
a minute. Wait. No, I've been to the Halloween parade on
That's
Christopher
not a
Street
pride parade.
in the village.
It's not the same.
I've seen the Halloween parade. That's about it. And
That's
then
different.
being in the village in Halloween is like,
Well, at my old job, like my bosses thought it was cute that they sent me there for 8 years straight, right? Man, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna lie. There's some fine girls that be going to those parades, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, supporting their, saying being supportive and stuff. And I would get numbers over there, right? But first, I would look at the Adams app, of course. You know what I mean? Because like, yo, I'm not in the mood to sword fight.
oh man.
You know. Anywho. You know, but like, you know what? And I've noticed, like, being out there, there's two types of what you call it? Like out there, you know what I'm saying? Like the trans, you know what I'm saying? The transgenders, like, they just went about their business. You know what I'm saying? They were boisterous, they were loud, they were happy, they went about their business, right? The lesbians, they looked at, you know what I'm saying? They would look at me hard as hell because, you know what I'm saying, their girls were looking at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, that's expected, right? And then, like, with gay dudes, right? You have the conservative ones, the ones that, you know what I'm saying, just went about their business. Then you have the loud ass ones. And those loud ass ones be looking for trouble. You know,
You mean
the ones that's like, you know what I'm saying, like,
ones?
yo, those are the ones that be trying to touch on you and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm talking about. They crossing the line. Then like when you're about to like let them know what it is, they'll hit you with that. You hit me, it's a gay. You know what I'm saying? You hit me, it's a hate crime.
Right. But I mean, but
So
better
so
to
you know what I'm
just
saying?
move it along. But we
So
talked about this already.
yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
has
yeah,
a
yeah.
right to like
But
get in
see,
your
but
face.
but see, you know what I'm saying? But like that's what I'm saying. Like there's many, you know what I'm saying? There's like a community, then there's many groups. Like it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like comparing hip hop music. You got your retarded mumble rap, right? You got your drill music. You got your drill music crowd or whatever. Then you got us old school niggas.
Old school,
Old school all the way.
that 90s.
Yeah, yeah, and it's let
Definitely.
me tell you something real quick before we continue about that Halloween parade that I went to. So it was funny because there was this.
I remember I seen you, yo, nice skirt you had on that day too.
Yeah, you full of shit. You ain't see
Yeah.
that shit. You
Yo,
better
That was
stop
the
that,
year
bro.
he was a ballerina.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you better cut that
He had a
shit out. You
leotard
another
on.
one.
He had a leotard on with the
a
Washington
tutu.
Redskins logo.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
I
alright.
could see that.
Yeah.
Twinkle toes.
Okay. You stupid.
he
It's a good costume for Halloween. I think you should go with this.
Yeah, you think I should go with that?
Yeah,
The
I
fuck
think it's
out
a
of
good
here.
one.
The fuck out of here. Anyway, real quick. I
Well,
just want to talk
hold
about
on.
it. Go ahead.
Hold on. You know
Go
what?
ahead.
When Corleone came back, like he was walking all messed up. Like, you ever seen a deer being born in the wild?
Yeah.
Like trying to stand up, trying to walk. I was Corleone. He's like, damn, these heels hurt, son. Nah, man. I'm just joking, bro.
Yeah. You better be fucking joking. Hold on.
You're silly.
Yeah, like real quick. I was walking down by Gray's Papayas getting me some hot dogs and shit, right? Chilling.
Oh,
And
great
this guy, these two dudes were inside this box.
West 4th Street, right?
Yeah, it looked like they were. It was a roller coaster. A part of a roller coaster. So when they were walking towards me, and when they got near me, they threw their hands up in the air and they started moving around like they were in a roller coaster. Funniest shit I ever seen in my life when it came to a costume, bro. You had to be there. It was funny to me.
They're very creative.
You know what I remember about Christopher Street though, when they used to have that pool.
Oh man, we used to rock that pool all the time in the summertime. 3-4 o'clock in the morning, just rolling up there, climbing the fence to go swimming.
Yes.
Barbed wire fence, no less. Had to climb over that shit.
Yo, Lord knows how many times I got cut in that shit. They did away with the pool, bro.
Yeah.
They also did away with Great Papayas. Great Papayas ain't in West 4th no more.
Where's it at?
They moved it up in it's probably like around 32nd Street.
Wow. Really?
They're trying to change the they're trying to turn Manhattan into like Disneyland and shit.
There was one on the Upper West Side.
What was that?
There was one on the Upper West Side too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still there because on what you call it, like when I was working, that was like that was like my route sometimes, like around 83rd Street around there. It's still there. Great Papayas. Wow. Great Papayas got some banging ass hot dogs, man. Yeah. Especially at 3 a.m. when you're high and drunk.
Yep. The best.
I remember I met some girls out there.
You fucking meet girls fucking everywhere, bro. Like what the fuck?
Bro, you were there. You was there.
Bro, I'm there a lot. You just gotta refresh my memory.
All right, remember that girl? Remember that chicken Burger King? I told her to shut the fuck up. If she was making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was trying to eat a piece. Yeah, that was those are girls that we met in out in the village.
Yes, I remember. I remember the Burger King thing. That I'll never forget. That was some loud shit in that Burger King, man.
Yo, yeah, it was. Those are the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the village was a spot, man. Like you could have walked, back then you could have walked around there, got got a dime, you know what I'm saying, got a dime to come back to Jersey, sell it for 20. No, I'm serious because
That's a
Bro, really quick,
deal.
really quick, man. Hold up.
because the dime bags out there was a 20 bag out here.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but that shit in Washington Square Park was dead weed, bro. That wasn't even good weed. It was just like commercial shit
It doesn't
compared to
matter
what you
because you know what,
compared to what you get up in Amsterdam on 125th,
155th,
55th, 25th, 55th,
one
65th. It's all the fifth. It don't matter.
155th was a spot. Like
So, but anyway, real quick, I
well,
wanted
155th in St. Nick too.
Yeah, definitely say Nick. But real quick, man, I was watching, of course I was watching something. And it was about this lady, this chick who had an issue with her baby's father, right? And she said it was some kind of court show I was watching. It was one of those bullshit court shows, but it was interesting because it was a DNA type court show where they did the DNA testing and shit.
Like Maury comes out.
Now Maury didn't come out. It was a courtroom.
It would be cool if he did.
Yeah. So they comes out and it finds out the dude is the father, right? And the chick says to the judge, she said, well, he's not going to be able to see his kid unless he pays his child support. You know what I'm saying? And unless he pays child support, he's not going to see his kid. The dude starts crying. I was like, oh man. So the judge said, and which is true, and what I believe also is
Fuck
that
bitch, yo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
straight up.
Why does it have to be like
See, you know what the problem
you
is?
have to pay child support
is, man?
to see your kid. Hold on, bro. I'm talking.
You know what?
Hold on a minute.
This is the subject right here.
Hold on a second.
No, let him finish and you
hold up.
Go on after.
Hold up. So the dude starts crying. Judge comes out and says, listen, child support just isn't about a financial obligation. It's about an emotional attachment to the child as well. If this man is willing to be this child's father, emotionally, be there physically, and support him in any which way he can, I think he has the right to do that. He has the right to be there. He has the right to be his father, because we just proved right now that he is the father of this child. And she was like, nah, but the money, and then I have to make sure. And he's just there balling. I felt bad for the dude, even though it was probably a bullshit court show, but it made sense. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to know, TG, especially you being a female, what do you think about women who hold their children hostage from? Because me and Dubs are gonna chime in on this regardless, but I want to know what you think when it comes to women holding their children hostage, when it comes to financial to the financial aspect of child support.
So I feel like all situations
talking a little louder, TG. I'm my bad.
All situations are different. However, I feel that I feel like there have been women that have been taught that child support, if they're not paying child support, then they shouldn't see the child. However, that obviously hurts the child. Why would you do that? I mean, I grew up in a household where my mom wanted me to hate my dad. So she would always talk shit about him.
Right.
And she didn't like that I liked him or that I loved him because she was mad at him. So, and he didn't pay child support. But my mom also never took him to court or anything like that.
Right.
But my dad would buy me like a brand new pair of Nikes once a year. So I guess that was his child support. But either way, I think that I'm digging the new thing with co-parenting because it's just showing how parents can come together for the child's sake and put their bullshit to the side.
Right.
because at the end of the day, it's about the kid and their parents, unfortunately, that use their child. And that to me is abuse. Like, you definitely, your child should never be like a, a piece, or I'm like in my mind thinking of chess pieces. I don't know why. But either way,
A pawn.
yes, your child isn't a thank you.
Should not be. Yeah, you should not be a pawn in this whole
I just
situation.
want to go on
Exactly.
record. I just want to go on record, say fuck my daughter's mother. You know what
All
I mean?
right.
May she get hit by a Mack truck. Fuck
And I
that bitch.
also think it's unfair to keep a child away from their father because of the bad situations or relationship that they had with that person,
Once again, fuck my
and
daughter's mother.
hold it against the father, especially
Right.
when the father changes and grows the fuck up and does what he needs to, and
Dubs,
wants
once
to
again, you
be
can say
there
it.
for his
Fuck that
child.
bitch. Hey, yo,
Exactly.
fuck that bitch.
Because again, what matters is that a child has a relationship with their parent. And
Right.
there are kids out there who don't have parents, and there are kids out there whose parents are incarcerated. Like, it's just sad that couples do this, because it's not the child, obviously, it's the people
Right.
involved
Right.
in the relationship. And instead of thinking of the child, they're not. They're saying they're thinking of the child, but in reality, they're not thinking about the child. They're thinking about themselves. Yeah, I get it. And listen, money is not enough to raise
No,
a
money is
child.
definitely not enough to
I
raise a
would
child.
100% would rather my child spend time with their father than just throw me cash or whatever every week or month and not spend time with them. Like, there has to be a balance there too. Fathers should be giving for their children, yes, because they're the reason that they're part of the reason why the child is here.
Right.
So yes, there is a financial obligation, but there's also an emotional obligation. There's there's a relationship that needs to be there.
You know what drives me crazy?
You know,
All right.
excuse me.
Dubs, you can say it again.
You know what? No, you know what? I'm really gonna like this
Now
one.
he's in the dark saying it.
You gonna pass on this one?
Nah, hell no, yo.
All right.
You know what I'm
So
saying? It's the only reason why, like,
why'd you turn the light off?
nah, because I'm thinking about, my situation, and
Oh, all right.
it hits different. All right. So once again, fuck my daughter's mother, right? Because she used my daughter as a pawn, and right now she's winning. You know what I'm saying? Because the state of New Jersey, the state of New Jersey is very funny when it comes to a woman accusing somebody of doing something when they you know what I'm saying, like lies and stuff, right?
Right.
But they don't understand, where the other parent's reaction is. For every action is an equal opposite reaction. So, a woman, you know what I'm saying, this bitch baited me on some shit. And then, like a dumbass, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you don't
You
threaten me,
took it.
say I'm never gonna see my daughter. And yo, she lived up to her threats.
Yeah, man.
But yet, you know what I'm saying? But yes, complaining about money. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what? I'm on everything I love. On everything I love. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a violent person. Maybe in the past I was. But if the old me was still around, if the old me still existed, the old me would beat the shit out of her. And her, you know what I'm saying, U.S. Marshal husband too.
I just
No
think
fear.
it's
No fear,
it's
no
just sad,
nothing.
man. It is. I mean, your
And
situation is
like, yo,
fucked
you know
up.
what? And yo, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna take a break on this one. Hold on.
All right. So yeah, his situation's fucked up. I believe that she's doing this shit all wrong, man.
Well, I
All
believe
wrong.
if you actually had a lot of money and got yourself a really good lawyer, you could probably do something. But without that, you wouldn't be able to do a damn thing.
I think see
I'm back.
what I said was, you know what I'm saying, eventually, because the child never had the opportunity to build a relationship with him. You know what I mean? Like she didn't have that opportunity. She didn't have
Hopefully she
that
gets
like
the
go
choice.
know your dad and shit. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I
Yo,
think personally she's
I've
gonna
been
come looking.
fighting.
I think she's gonna
I've been
come looking for
fighting.
you, man.
I've been fighting Essex County for the past 12 years, man. You know what I mean? Like more than that.
I
You know,
personally think she's gonna
more
come
than
looking
that.
for you, B.
Yo, you know what? And it's always loopholes at the. You know what I'm saying? It's like always some new shit I gotta go through with these motherfuckers, man. You know,
That's
like,
Yeah,
why you need
man.
a good
yo,
lawyer
like,
that knows
yo,
the
you know what?
system.
Like, yo, you know what? You know, if there was a thing, you know what I'm saying? If laws did not exist, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what? Like, I thought I was like, you know, over like my hatred for her up until I heard her voice. You know what I'm saying? Up
Yeah, I
until I heard
know.
her voice Monday, that shit triggered the shit out of me. I've been triggered ever since
Mm.
that day. You know, like, and that's the truth. You know, like, that's what I'm. You know, like people think it's a joke when I say fuck my daughter's mother. No, you know, like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, fuck her life. You know,
Yeah, man.
like, yo, you know what? Make sure get her
It's
damn.
just
Make,
it's all about the hatred for the father, man. It's not even about whether or not he
Right.
could provide or do whatever it is he needs to do. It's
make
just
sure
that I
get hit by
can't
a Mack
stand this
truck, yo.
motherfucker for doing what he did to me. So fuck him. So he can't see his
It's
child. I just want the
it
money.
became personal instead of about your daughter. Who's the
Right.
one that actually hurts in all of this? She's the one that loses out on an opportunity to
Yo,
get to know her
yo,
father.
what made it worse? What made it worse is that, you know what I mean? Like her father, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember her father sucker punched me, right? And I looked at him, I was like, did you just hit me? And he just like kept on like running his mouth, right? Like, you know, like he thought I was a punk, like I wasn't gonna do nothing. Up until like I rushed, like I basically like did like a Goldberg move, I speared this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I just did a Goldberg move, speared him, picked him up, slammed him, and I started choking him, right? Because like you sucker punched me. For
Right.
what? You
Right.
know? For what? Like you know, like at that point,
Where they living now?
I don't know. Yo, you know what? I know my daughter somewhere in Maryland, close to DC,
All right.
right? Now, you know, like you know, like I remember, like, you know, her brothers were like, you know, running their mouth. I was like, yo, you know what time it is, man. Come see me. If you know what I'm saying, if that's the case. If not, shut the fuck up.
Right.
All that yapping for nothing. You know, all that talking for nothing.
It's like nobody is in a. It's like nobody wants to throw out good vibes anymore, man. Everything
Bro,
is
my mic
so
on? All right,
yeah. Your mic is
All
on,
right.
bro. Nobody wants to deal with. I mean, the vibe in this world today, man, is ridiculous, bro. If people knew how to fucking act, it'd be a better place. But nobody knows how to act, man. We need people with good vibes out there, man. Anybody out there right now want to chime in about good vibes? You know what I'm saying? Jump into the chat, say what you got to say. We'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. You know, we're here to discuss whatever we want to discuss, but right now we're discussing this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know what? On to other things. Let's talk
All
about
right,
Patrick.
so
Let's talk about Patrick Mahomes' sister dancing on what you call it,
let me tell you something. As a
on Sean
Washington
on
fan,
the way on Sean Taylor's, you know what I'm saying, number. You know what I'm saying? Just because you
but
want to do a
being
TikTok.
all right, look, being a fan of Washington, knowing I didn't know Sean Taylor personally, but I've watched him play.
I
I
see,
remember
yo,
when
you
he
know
was
what?
drafted.
When
I've
I was
seen him.
living down in Miami, I heard of this kid. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was amazing.
This kid, yo, you know what? This kid, you know what I'm saying? I was playing high school ball down in Florida, right? And everybody was talking about this kid, you know what I'm saying, from Florida City. And I didn't live too far from there at the time. You know, I was like, oh, this kid Sean Taylor, you know, he's putting kids on ambulances and whatever PAL shit, right? And I'm like, oh, he's gonna be good, right? So you know, I heard of him. You know, like the high school he went to, that same high school I think Alex Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying, went to. That a lot of football players went to that high school.
Right.
Gulliver Prep. Right. And then, like, you know, like I heard of him like laying kids out. You know, like
Yeah,
he was
man.
yo, he was
Yeah.
a beast. You know, the same thing in college. You know, he was beasting. You know,
And like I said, when when Joe Gibbs Washington drafted him, that's who I wanted them to draft to begin with. After watching his film and watching him in college and watching some of his high school shit, I knew this motherfucker was a heavy hitter, man. And he proved that time and time again. He was the ultimate Redskin, bro. He was great. And for that shit to happen to him the way it did, and look, not for nothing too. I think I've been thinking about it, and I saw a couple people talk about it too, that this whole thing with the whole scandal going on with Gruden and Bruce Allen and the organization, that's why they decided to retire his number.
Exactly.
Try and keep the focus.
You know what? They should have
what's
retired.
going on.
They should have retired
be
his
ashamed
number.
of themselves, bro.
They should have retired his number the day, you know what I'm saying? The day they found out that, you know, he passed away.
Right. That should have been done a long time ago.
Hold on. You know what? Shout out to Sean Taylor's brother because he's just as good. Yeah.
What?
Sean Taylor's brother?
Yeah.
Gabe Taylor?
Yeah.
He's a senior right now. He's going to Rice.
Nice.
And it's funny. The funny thing is, right? He sat out 2 years and he came back his senior year. And he was lighting up, you know what I'm saying? He was lighting kids up.
No, I heard the kid is a baller.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he's a hawk, he's a hawk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a little smaller, you know, like in stature, but he's a hawk, Like he's a ball hawk. So like he's lighting kids up. And shout out to his brother, man. Like, you know, good luck. The whole irony is that Sean Taylor wore number 1 in Gulliver. He wears number 10. Right. Now the number that he's gonna wear when he goes to Houston, plays for Rice, is gonna be the same college number that, you know, Sean Taylor wore for Miami, 26.
Yep.
Bro, you know what? I hope he makes it to the pros and lights it up just like his brother, man.
Yeah, man. But like this whole shit, this whole scandal shit, why they did it, they didn't even do it properly. It was all fucked up. They got his name. They got his name, the street name, next to a bunch of fucking porta potties. It's fucked up. They could have done a lot better than this. There was no kind of speech or anything. They were just showing shit. They had his number there. It was blocked off, and this fucking idiot decides to climb over the barrier and start doing a dance for whatever the fuck he decided he wanted to do it for. That's fucked up.
You know what?
That's fucked up.
You know what? You know, like, and it's cringy as hell too, bro.
Yeah, like why would you climb over a barrier and dance on somebody's number whose number was just retired because he was killed for protecting his family.
Murdered.
He was murdered. They murdered him, and his number's there is blocked off so nobody can get in there. You climb
Patrick
over
Mahomes,
the
come
barrier
get your sister, man.
and start dancing on it.
Patrick Mahomes, come get your sister, bro.
Why
Patrick
did she
Mahomes.
do that? For what was the purpose?
It was actually his brother, but he's more like a sister because he don't know how to act.
Yo, you know what? See, here's the thing, man. Like, everybody wants to be famous for doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to the Kardashians because they're famous for, you know what I'm saying, for getting fucked. They did nothing.
Yeah,
Yo,
true.
but that SNL episode was really good.
Now, you know, like, my thing is this though, like, see, like, why would you want to be famous for? Like, look, you know what? We do this, right? I never want to be famous.
I don't want to be famous either.
The fuck I want to be famous for?
I just want to talk shit, make people laugh, make people smile, make people think, make people, you know, wonder.
Make people, you know, I'd rather piss people off.
Yeah.
You know, that's my job. You know, like, but yo, you know what? It's like this, right? Like Corleone, like I told you earlier. If I ever made it to the NFL, right? You know, I know, you know, like my circle, besides my family, my circle, which includes you know what I'm saying? You, Corleone, and the crew. I know you guys.
TG. You can't forget TG now.
I mean,
yeah,
now.
TG too. You know what I'm saying? Yo, TG just be there to make my sandwiches. Anyways, make my protein shake.
Good sandwiches.
off-season shit. Like, yo, venir now.
Cocina ahora.
Cocina ahora, pero tú quieres tequila, you know, like, please don't burn it, you know, like cocina ahora, then chill at the pool, do something. Anyways, right? But like, you know, like I know my circle knows how to act. See, you got, you know, like Patrick Mahomes, like he's a awesome talent. But then you got his, you know what I'm saying, got his mom on Twitter.
Right.
I mean, by all means, show support to your son.
Right.
But yo, don't be cringy about it. Then you got his wife, you know what I'm saying, talking shit on Twitter. And then you got his brother, right? Doing all these dances or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to live, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to, like, get fame off your brother. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're a name.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have been, he would not have gotten any type of, he wouldn't even been on the field, to be honest, if it wasn't for his brother.
He had a privilege and he abused it, and because
that's what
he
he's
thought
doing.
he was better because
that's
of
what he's
his
doing
privilege.
Right now.
That's stupid.
You know, a couple weeks ago, right? He's there talking shit. He's there talking shit to some Ravens fans, right? But then the Ravens end up winning the game. You know what I'm saying? You know what this little girl does? Opens up a bottle of water, dumps it on the Raven fans, and walk away.
What?
Yeah.
Yo,
I would beat his ass.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. Like, look, you know what?
I think that's what he needs. He needs a good ass kicking.
It would have been a hate crime, TG.
Why?
Yeah, for real. Yo,
I don't know, but
dude, you know what?
You're not allowed to go against Washington fans.
No.
His brother's Patrick Mahomes. He's a Chiefs quarterback.
I know who Patrick Mahomes.
All right, well, his brother.
Now, you know what? Like with his brother, like, I mean, you be the judge. You know, they call him Jackson Mahomo. Patrick, come get your sister. She's at it again.
Oh my God.
There's two biggest lies, in my opinion, in the world now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of one, there's two. You know what I'm saying? One, the first biggest lie, Satan doesn't exist. We can all agree or disagree. The second biggest lie is when Jackson Mahomes said that he was straight. You know, because like, there's no way you should be sounding like this. You know what I'm saying? Then your movements on top of that. Michael Jackson sounded that way. Prince sounded that way. But you know what? Prince and Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? They got bitches.
Oh,
they got women. You know, like, well, Mike, Mike.
Forget that one. But Prince definitely.
Yeah. Prince. Yeah, you know, like you know, like Prince was flamboyant, but you know what? He, you know what I'm saying? He got, you know what I'm saying? He got it popping. You know, but
I just
anyway, you know what? You know what? Like, it's deeper than that, because like they should, you know what I'm saying? Like, they should, you know what I mean? Like, no family. Like, listen, you know what? If my oldest brother, you know what I'm saying, if one of my brothers was playing in the NFL, right?
Yeah, learn how to fucking act, have common sense.
I sure as hell would not want to be under his shadow. So what if I'm your younger brother? You know what I'm saying? I'll go venture off and do my own thing.
What about the youngest Manning? He doesn't act up. Never acted up.
No, you know what? I don't even know who the hell he is.
Yeah, his name is I don't know, fucking Arthur. I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Oh, so
no, he's the oldest one. He was
who's the youngest one?
He blew out his knees. That's the reason why he discontinued football. Then it was Peyton,
right?
And then it was Eli.
So Eli's not the youngest. There's another one, no?
Yeah, let's look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I thought there was another one.
Like yo, like yo, you know what? Even Tom Brady's son, right? The oldest one, right? This dude, he knows how to act.
Bro, and your father's Tom Brady, you better know how to fucking act.
Yeah, of course. So, you know what I mean?
Just so you know, he tweeted 4 days ago that he sincerely apologized for accidentally being on the Sean Taylor number 21 at FedEx Field. We were directed to stand in that area. I meant absolutely no disrespect to him or his family. But I don't know. It sounds like bullshit. And I think
the number was blocked off by rope.
Right. So I think he's full of shit. He's full of shit.
Yeah, of course he's full of shit.
All right, you know what? It was Cooper Manning was the oldest one. Like the reason why like he didn't even continue playing football is because he blew out his knees.
Okay,
Right.
I
Then
didn't
you
know
got
that.
then obviously you got Peyton. Right. Peyton had twins. Oh shit.
Yeah, he had yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? But Cooper, what's it called? Cooper has the same.
One of Peyton's kids is a quarterback, I think.
No, Cooper's son is a quarterback.
Oh,
His name is
Cooper's
Arch.
all right. Cooper's son is a quarterback. Okay,
And that kid's a beast, yo. Like he's like, yo, he's gonna if anything, if he's like his uncles or his father, he probably gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? And then Eli got, well, damn, no one's not gonna carry your family name. Oh yeah, wait, Charles, born 2 years ago. Yo,
Okay.
Eli was such a class act, yo. You know what? I'm a Jets fan, and every time I used to see Eli, man, like he was just so laid back.
Yeah.
Because Eli used to live in Hoboken.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, every time you saw him, you know what I'm saying? He was always waving at people, man. Like he was so laid back, yo. You know what I mean? Like you know what? Yeah, I'll talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Jets fan, yo. Like, of course I would talk shit about Eli whenever he throws an interception, but like I turnovers anybody. But yo, you know
Yeah.
what? Personally, he's such a class act. You know who I heard was cool as hell too?
Who?
Daniel Jones. He lives in Hoboken.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, he can afford it. There's no doubt about it.
But yo,
He
you
can
know
afford
what?
it.
Yo, you know what though? Like he just don't. It's like he has it, but he don't have it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, his decision making is like, ugh.
So real quick too, the Broncos lost. They got their asses cracked.
Not really. They lost by 3.
Well, they got their asses cracked on the field. Case Keenum had a good game. That rookie running, I think he was a rookie. I don't know who he is. The running back for the Browns had a good game. And that's it. That I can't stand Thursday night football sometimes, man. Especially when it comes to fantasy football. I can't stand Thursday night football.
They always give you some bullshit ass matchups.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Some
So
bullshit.
anyway, so I also wanted to bring up the state of music nowadays, because there's a there's this chick that's on TikTok, because I don't know why I've been watching a lot of TikTok videos, man. And every once in a while she comes up with an old school video where she lip syncs a video and shit. She's pretty cool. She replies to my comments and shit. We bullshit back and forth. It's funny. And I said in one of my comments, I said, listen, a lot of these young cats don't know about this old school stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw a video where they were talking about Drake. I think it was the Dallas Mavericks Cowboys. The Dallas Mavericks basketball team had to choose, who would you rather listen to, Kanye West or Drake? The whole team picked Drake, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, do you guys know the old school Kanye?
Yeah, like if it was old school Kanye, not new
Right.
Kanye.
Yeah, the old Kanye. I mean, all these younger basketball players, like a lot of these young cats don't know music, man.
You know what it is?
They don't do their due diligence when it comes to music. They follow the trend, and the trend isn't where to go when it comes to music.
You know what it is, yo? Like the reason why like all these young cats pick Drake, because like Drake makes music where it's okay to be a bitch ass nigga.
Well,
I'm
it
serious.
appeals to women too. Like it's
See, look, all right.
I
Now,
can
real quick, now that
understand.
you said that, TG, I want to say something.
Mhm.
Tupac had this philosophy that men
So
should
did
listen
LL.
to what the women listen to,
So did LL.
because Tupac believes that you could pull more women listening to what they listen to than you would listening to what a hood rat would listen to. You understand what I'm saying? So
Well,
it's kind of like,
yeah.
if you're listening to R&B, and you're listening to Drake, and you're listening to all these other cats that women love to listen to, you have a better chance of having something in common than you would if you listen to some other shit.
Like
That
having
would
Well,
that as
you
well is
right.
definitely, yeah, like you want to connect with somebody
Well, I don't want to
and
connect with any fucking body if I gotta listen to fucking Drake. That's for
no, but
goddamn sure.
you know
why
what?
can't
You
someone
know
like it
what?
and you not like it though? Who
Yo,
No,
cares?
that's
Like,
fine.
yo,
That's fine with me, but
yo,
I'm
you know
not gonna
what
listen
though?
to it.
You know what though? You know what? In a way that's true, but in a way that's not. Because you know what though, like you know, like whenever I used to hang out with a new woman or whatever, right? You know, if she comes in the car or whatever, I'm usually pumping like Raheem Devon or Dwelly or Jill Scott, and they get into the vibe immediately, right? Like,
Well,
yo, you know what?
some
You know
Jill
what?
Scott
You
is
dictate the
amazing.
vibe, you know, or I'll be pumping, you know what I'm saying, Al Green or something, and they'll look at me and be like, yo, shit, you know, let me find out. You don't look like the type. I'm like, oh, I'm the type, all right. Like, you know what? I'll
that's
be
what I'm. But
listening,
see, the
you
thing
know,
is, you're already musically sound. You already
Right.
know what it is you listen to. You already know what it is that you already know what vibes and what doesn't for you.
or you know what? Or you just switch the shit all over and you know what I'm saying, start playing the percolator when they get into the car and whatever. They'll be like, oh
That's it, and they
The
start bouncing. Yep.
percolator.
deep
But see,
inside, deep down inside.
You
but
Yo,
could
that's,
but
definitely
it
age
works.
someone
but
though
that's
if they
our,
It
don't
that's
know
works
it.
that.
though.
Yes, definitely. That's our generation, though.
But it works though.
Right.
You try doing that shit with some younger chick,
She
and
ain't
she's
gonna
gonna look
know.
at you
It
like
doesn't matter.
she
It
gonna look
doesn't
at
matter
what
because
the
yo, you
fuck
know
is
what?
this?
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because you know what? Most likely the younger chick that's probably 29, 30, you know what I'm saying? Mother had their, you know what I'm saying? Mother had them when they were 15 and they grew up on the same shit because the
Oh,
mother
that's
was listening
yeah,
to.
you got a point. You got a point.
You know, like yo, you know what? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Because like,
Because my kid, I tell you right now, my kids grew up on that shit. You talk to my son right now, you could be like, "Yo, what you listening to?" He'll be like, "Yo, the Woo." He'll be like,
my
"Yo, Talib Kweli, Most Def."
my
He'll
my my son, you know what I'm
comment.
saying? My son, he'll be like, Dad, Trap Called Quest the shit. Or
Yeah,
like,
like oh my kid.
or like, you know, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like he'll be in his motorcycle and I heard and he'll be blasting MF Doom. And then he'll switch it up to like the Vinnie Paz or whatever.
Right.
You know?
My kids were raised even my youngest. I got my youngest on that shit. She doesn't she could recite what I listen to. You know what I'm saying? When my music comes on, she's playing the beat and she's humming the beats. And it's good to raise kids on things that you feel are good. I like good music. I like music that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I like music that vibes good. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna raise my kids on what I think is good.
Well, first of all, that's just culture. Your kids should be raised in the environment where you you show them who you are as a person and what you know. Like my mom played all kinds of music. I mean,
Yep.
from the Beatles
Yep.
to disco to all the powerhouse women and Motown and
Oh man, my
salsa.
vocabulary, my music library in my head is deep,
Right. And
deep.
then through the years in my life, I went through phases and I was into in the 90s, I was into everything from Smashing
Yeah.
Pumpkins to STP and Wu-Tang
STD.
and
ST
STP,
Oh,
Stone Temple
ST
Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilot is not fucking STD, bro.
Well, not STDs. I wasn't down with that. But it and for me anyway, music like can change your mood. It could change
Of
like,
course.
if you're sad, you can play sad music and keep it going, or you can put something that makes you happy. Like I love driving because that's when I get to really listen to my music.
Yeah,
And
man, that's what I do too.
what, driving,
like,
right?
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
like that's my mini getaway in a way when I'm in my
Long,
car.
yo, the long trips be like, you know, especially when you got to go out of state,
Yes, and get that
right?
playlist going.
Oh, what?
Yeah, man.
You know
That's
what?
Music is
good.
awesome.
Music is life, bro.
But yeah, I think kids should
Corleone,
know more music than Drake.
yo,
If you
Corleone,
think Drake is
how many
awesome,
Drake is trash, yo. Like yo, you know what? Let me tell you something, man. You know, my opinion. There is no way in fucking hell that you're that rich and still that miserable. You know what I'm saying? That you're that rich and still so fucking insecure. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you
Grow a
kidding
dick,
me?
B. Grow a
Money
fucking dick. You know what I mean?
money does
Like,
not
yo,
change anything but the ability for you to have more.
you know
Money's
what?
not going to bring
You
happiness. It's not going to bring security for you. It's not going to make you feel better about yourself. If you hate yourself or you're insecure and feel shitty, don't matter how much money you
excuse you.
have.
Says who? I'd
Says
rather have my
anyone.
I'd rather have my tears hit the soft leather seats of a Bentley than my
You
tears
stu-
hit them hard ass seats of the back of the 87 in New Jersey Transit.
You
Let
say
me tell
that
you something.
because we're people who never lived that way and didn't
You
have
know,
that
but
much money.
no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right, money can't buy happiness, but yo, you know what money can buy?
A
Drugs to make you happy.
therapist, drugs, a
Drugs to
nice
make you
house
happy.
with a pool.
And yo, you know what? And in that nice house and the pool, I'll be crying by myself. But you know what? I have a pool to brag about. So there goes my happiness
Exactly.
right there.
Get in that pool though.
Of course. You already know. But yeah, you know what though? Like, yo, you know what? He just, you know what I'm saying? This man just, you know what I'm saying? This lesbian just makes music for, like, you know what I'm saying, bitch ass niggas to like
It's
do
just
bitch
not for
ass things. He
you.
just makes bitch ass music, you
It's
know?
just not for you.
Like,
I
like,
wouldn't
He's a
consider
fucking
it like rap.
pedophile, bro.
Would you say
like
that does he qualify himself as rap? Because I don't think it's rap music what he does.
he
Pop,
tries to. He tries to.
pop.
Up until he battled the real one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I would use
pop.
more
Up until
pop,
you know what?
even
You
hip
know what the thing is?
hoppy.
You know what the thing is like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't respect his shit because, you know, I'm an old school dude. Like, if I write my own
All
shit,
right, I'm gonna need to be right back. Y'all keep
right?
going.
All right.
Listen, I'm an old school head. If I write my own shit, which I do, right? Then you should be able to write your own shit and record it too.
I
What's the use of a
understand that
ghostwriter?
logic.
You know
There
what I'm saying?
are a lot of artists that feel that way for sure. But I think
Like,
that
look, you know
artistry
what?
can be like after I've watched songwriting and see like what that takes, honestly, like it's a team thing. You don't There's a lot of people who do not write their own lyrics, even just
And you
singing.
know what? And you know what? And they shouldn't even be considered, you know, like like, you know what, they should be considered the greatest of all time. Listen, you know what, like, for instance, right, Beyonce don't write her own shit. We all know this.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? She just sings it. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, yo, you know what though, like that genre, you know what I'm saying, R&B and all that stuff, you're allowed to have ghostwriters. But you know, like how
But I
hip hop
get it.
started,
In
how
hip
hip hop
hop and
started,
rap, it's supposed to be
it's
genuine and
a,
come from you. I
you
get
know,
that.
it's supposed to come from you,
Right.
you know, like, you know, like. And another thing too, like, I already knew that, you know, dude was fraudulent. When they told him to bust a freestyle, he bust out a BlackBerry reading that shit. Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wrote it. He probably texted somebody like, yo, I need that freestyle ASAP.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Ghostwriters.
Like, yo, you know what? Yo, you know what? Like, I don't need a, you know, personally, I don't need a ghostwriter. Coleon could tell you.
Yeah, none at all.
You know what?
Right off the top.
You know what? There was times where, like, you know, like, Coleon see me, you know, dismantle, you know what I'm saying, dismantle people here and there.
This isn't your favorite?
It's a hot beat, but yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I still think it sounds gay. I'll tell you what's my
Dance
favorite though.
music.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's my favorite of all time. You know,
Your
like,
favorite what?
since we want to put on music and stuff, right?
Yeah, well, I don't
I was
want to get
just
hit with a
hold on.
copyright
I
thing.
just brought in your boy real quick because you keep talking about him, but I get it. He's not
You know,
your
like
you're not
like
your type style of
you know
music.
what? You know what? I mean, if you're, you know, like, if you're supposed to be great, you know, in a sport, you know what I'm saying, in hip hop, if you're supposed to be great, you know, you'll take every battle for what it is. You know,
Right.
like, yo, you know what? If
But who's saying
see,
he's great?
people do. he thinks he's great.
He
You
could
know,
think he's
but
great. A lot of
but
people think they're great, but they might not be.
however, you never answer to Kendrick Lamar. You know, like you sneak dissed him, but you never, you know what I'm saying? But yo, you know what? You never called his name. Like, as a matter of fact, he does that bitch ass shit too. You know, where like he will, he will like sneak diss you in the song or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? And people think that shit is genius. No, that's a bitch shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
like, look, you know what? If I was gonna call somebody out, it'll be like, yo, I need to be left alone, leave you stoned, prone to the bone, man. Fuck Coleon. Some shit like that. No offense. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know.
No
I know. Offense
offense. No
taken.
offense. But yo,
I
you know
get
what?
it.
I will, you know what? If you're gonna do all that, send the name out.
Exactly.
You know, don't do that bitch shit where it's like, oh, is he talking about me? No, you know, like, yo, you know what? Like, first off, he don't want it with Kendrick though. You know what I mean? Like, he don't want it
Nah,
with
he don't
Kendrick.
want it with Kendrick.
You know,
Let's
like,
just make it official. Corleone, you should put on the banner. Drake sucks. And that's it. End of discussion. No longer. In this house, nobody likes Drake. He's not good. I don't know where this
however,
great rapper. I don't know where that came from.
let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. His mixtapes, I was listening to that shit. I'm like, oh, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? That's when he was humble. Then he got the record deal, then the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like
Perfect.
the whole then he got a record deal, and it's like there's only like 2 songs, like from all of his albums. There's only 2 songs I could listen to, and that's the one with Jay-Z.
You know something?
That's
I
it.
really thought Drake was gonna be something else, bro.
Yo, you know what? I really thought that, you know what I mean? Like he was gonna take it and run with it, you know what I'm saying, in a hip-hop direction. No. Whatever makes money, of course. You know what I'm saying? When you're an industry
Right.
puppet, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta conform to, you know, your puppeteers or whatever, right? Understand
Yeah.
that. But it's like, bro, you know what, man? Like a waste of talent for you to sound like a bitch. I never said
I
that. I
mean,
never said he didn't
he's
have
making
talent.
money,
You know what I mean?
right? So
Yeah,
people
but
like
yo, you
it.
know what? At what cost though? You know what I mean? Like you making money at what cost? Your soul? That's another
Yeah.
thing.
There are a lot of people who do that. And then they have
Yeah.
documentaries later when they talk
Yeah.
about.
Let me tell you
So,
something. R. Kelly's on suicide watch. Be careful.
oh, let him. I hope he
Oh shit.
gets raped first, though.
Nah, the pipe of R&B is gonna be the piped pipe of R&B. You'll see.
Yeah, it's funny how we
They're
talking
gonna
about.
get him.
It's funny
And
how we
they
talking
talking.
about.
They're talking
It's funny
about.
how
They're
we
talking.
talking about Kelly and whatever, but no one said nothing about Elvis.
They
Oh,
talk. Let me
I
tell
know
you
why.
something real quick.
I
Let me
know
tell you
why about
something.
Elvis. I know
Well, Elvis is
why.
dead,
Hold on. Hold
and this
on.
guy
Hold
I know
just
on.
went to
why.
jail.
R. Kelly's gonna be singing, and he's gonna be snitching, and then he's gonna end up strangled to death in prison
Another Epstein.
I want him
because
to
he
live
now
and
now now he's
suffer.
going to trial in Chicago. They're not done with this motherfucker yet. I'll tell you right now.
Can I say something real quick about that? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again about the, you know what I'm saying, industry, right? Because there was someone that I actually knew because I used to mess with, you know, not mess, you know, like I used to do business with Wyclef's manager, and some dude came back, and I remember leaving the studio with him, right? Because you know he was like, yeah, you know, like yo, LA was great, you know, like like he was trying to get in modeling and stuff, right? So we go to the Chinese spot. You sitting down, and he looks at me. He was like, bro, get out while you can. Did you sign anything? I'm like, no. He's like, good, don't. He's like, it's some weird shit going on over there, right? And then, like, you know, years later, Inspector Dex in the magazine
Yeah,
talking about
I read that
your
article.
favorite. Yo, you know what? I think I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again. Your favorite actors and your favorite music acts doing some Greek shit,
Yeah, man.
you know, because you know, from the words of Leonidas in 300, the Athenians were boy lovers, right? That's what they do out there. That's why they call it Holly weird. You know, it's a lot, yo. It's deep. It's so much deeper than that too. But you know what? Just not the podcast for it. So, but you know, like it's so like if you ask me, you know, R. Kelly just took whatever he went through and ran with it. You know, like a lot of if you notice a lot of Disney kids actors, they go insane. They go down the wrong road because it's probably shit that they had to do just to get those parts.
Yeah, man. I believe it.
You
I
know, so
mean,
like
I think
once
that the
once
pressure
again
that
is the
comes with being young and being in the spotlight like that is a lot too. And they didn't get to be kids, they were working, the Disney
and you know
kids.
what? And I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, those higher uppers, you know what I'm saying, had their little way with those kids too.
Yeah, there have been a lot of that, of course.
Exactly. So
You
like, you
Where
know,
there's money, that's where that is. Unfortunately, like it's weird, but like, and I think this has been throughout history, but like rich people who have like, and I mean like money, part of the 10%, like the things that they will
1%,
buy
1%,
because they,
1%.
or the 1%, the things that they will buy because they have money, like shit that's available in the black market, disgusting. People will buy those things, like women, children. The Super Bowl is one of the biggest times where there's sex trafficking. And who do you think is getting all those girls in their hotel rooms? It's the guys that are making the money because it costs a lot of money for that too. So it's all part, unfortunately, of that culture, and they try to keep it secret. But the more victims come out, the better, because they need to shine a light on that shit. I think
Yo, you know what?
there
You
was
you,
a,
you know what? Like you know what? Personally, these, like these rich people, man. Like for instance, like Epstein. You know, I mean, granted, he didn't kill himself. But um,
oh, he definitely did.
he's part. No, I don't think he killed himself.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
think he
yeah.
killed himself
After
either.
I
I don't
watched the
think
documentary about like this whole history
I
of
think
his.
somebody
documentaries
did that shit.
documentaries could be fixed, just like I'm saying the number
No,
about
it's
these COVID shots.
it is a
But
perception that is given. It's a
like
point of view that is
doc,
shown.
like documentaries can be like fixed to a certain narrative, like it can be manipulated, like COVID shots.
Look, he had
That's
to
another
kill
thing. You know what I mean?
himself.
Like
He was not going to go out there and share the story.
you think I'm actually gonna kill myself? Nah, man, fuck all that.
Uh, you're not in that position, so how could you say that? You were never in his position. That man had a lot of power. And I
Look,
mean,
you know
and the
what?
people that went
You
to
know
him,
what?
or people of power, there's so many, probably congressmen and people that we don't even know
Yo, I
about
know all that
still.
higher up shit,
Oh,
man.
yo,
They're all
yo, you know
there.
what? Yo, speaking of which, right? Off subject, but it's on subject, right? There was a whistleblower that blew the there was a reporter that blew the whistle on the I think about the something that they was doing in Nicaragua with the CIA, right? How they were smuggling guns for drugs, right? And they found him dead, right? And it said on his death certificate, suicide, right? With 2 shotguns to the back of the head.
Right.
How is
Yeah.
that a suicide?
No,
So I
definitely
get
not.
what you so I get what you're saying, like you'll have people come silence you, like what's it called it? Like example, and this is even for the Vatican too. Like there was a dude named Roberto Cavi. He was part of the P2 Lodge, right? He was the head of Banco Ambrosiano back in the late 70s, early 80s. So they called him God's banker, right? Because like the Vatican was like, had money that had interest in the bank. But like what he was doing was using the money for the disbursement of dope. But like the Vatican knew about it, right? So when Interpol found
Vatican
out,
knows a lot of shit.
oh, Vaticans know too much shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When Interpol found out, the bank crumbled. Homeboy, homeboy fled to London. And before Interpol could get, catch up to him, they found him dead, hanging, right? Underneath the bridge with bricks in his pocket. They silenced
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Yo,
happens, man.
and speaking of which, like who else they silenced? Osama bin Laden. Before you be like, what the fuck? You bugging. Check this out. So back in 79 when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, the CIA funded the Taliban. And
Yep.
Osama bin Laden was there, right? So
Taught them how to fight.
therefore, taught them how to shoot weapons, fight, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All this tactics, right? Now let's go to Iraq real quick. So Iran and Iraq had a war, right? It's like, so who the CIA go fund? Saddam Hussein. You follow me here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Now we're following you.
So now Gaddafi, right? Gaddafi wanted to, bring the whole African nation together. You know what I'm saying? Like all African nations, so they could have one currency, everything will be gold. So everything will be, everything will be copacetic between everybody. So, like the bankers, they got all nervous that they'll lose assets there, right? Because if all African nations got together under one, all those blood diamonds and stuff that people died for, those like Dutch companies that's in Africa right now,
Mm-hmm.
those diamond mines, they'll get evicted. So it became a problem for, European assets. So what they do, they had United States come kill the man, right? Noriega was good. Noriega was good. He was an ally, right? Up until he didn't want to play, ball with the CIA no more. So what they do, they invaded Panama and arrested him for drug trafficking. But yeah, at the same time, it was okay because beforehand, like he was, you was using, the CIA was using the canals to traffic,
bring drugs in. Exactly.
Use
They
the Panama
literally
Canal
use them
from Colombia because
and wasn't
Colombia's
that
right
during the crack fucking era too?
Exactly.
Yeah. It was all set up by Mr. President Reagan, FYI.
And Bush was CIA.
All right, we're not getting into politics, man.
No. You know what?
Said,
it's not
everything
politics,
you're
yo.
saying
Like,
has to do with money.
but yo, you know what? Everything I'm saying has to do with an interest.
Yeah, which is
it has to
money.
do with interest. Money and resources.
Power.
Exactly.
Which gives you power. That's why, you'll never see nations get together under one.
Look, you know what? People swear up and down, United States is a country. No, it's a corporation. It's an empire. Name me one country that got Navy bases all over the world.
I mean, our military is ridiculous.
Name me one country other than this one that has military bases, pinpointed all over the world.
Yep. This is the only one that I know.
Got one, you got
only one that can afford it.
You got one in Germany after World War II. You got one in Japan after World War II. Strategically put there for a reason.
But that's also why we have the power we do.
And then, you got one in Saudi Arabia, strategically put there. And then, we're not talking about the other warships that's just driving around right now, waiting for some shit to happen.
It's just crazy.
This
has been going on for decades. This is not even.
No,
listen to this, Joe. Hold up.
Like something new.
Hey, if I wasn't a nice guy, I'd come on, I took that for you. Come on.
Hold on, listen to this.
Come on. Bitch. What I try to do, lesbian. What I try to tell you. This country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman.
That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Facts. Yo, you know what? And speaking of which, right? Did you guys hear the footage of when what's that girl's name got shot in the foot?
Are you gonna talk about Megan Thee Stallion again?
You gonna talk about her again?
Nah, we ain't doing this. We're not doing this.
Yo, you know what? There's footage, yo. There is footage.
Of her getting shot?
I don't need to see that.
Not of her getting shot, right? It's her, like the audio footage. right? But don't worry, yo.
You walk like fucking stepping fat.
This is the footage.
What? Where's my fucking drink? I asked you for a drink. You wanted a drink.
That's Tory Lanez right there.
I thought you said that you were all right, Spider.
No.
You're a dumbass.
You got me on a fucking pay no mind biscuit.
No, I thought I heard someone say something. Spider. I thought it was Henry.
No, you're a fucking
You
mumbling,
stuttering
little fuck. You
motherfucker.
know that?
I thought you said I was all right, Spider. So,
No, you ain't all right, Spider. You got a lot of fucking problems.
no, I thought you said you were all right.
That was the
I
argument.
ain't all right. You ain't all right, you little fucking
That's what-
prick.
I thought
Right there, you been doing this all fucking night to me, you motherfucker.
You want a drink now? Okay, I'll bring it.
Yeah, well, give me a fucking drink. Move it, you little prick. You walk like fucking
There's the
stepping
argument.
fat, you hate. Anybody else, you'll fucking run. Run for me, you prick. Dance. Dance the fucking drink back here.
Dance, Megan, dance.
Hey, what's that movie that Bogart made? The one where he played the cowboy.
Oh my God.
Oklahoma Kid. Shit, Oklahoma Kid. That's me. I'm the Oklahoma Kid. You fucking Barbie. Dance. Dance. Yahoo, you motherfucker.
Oh my God. Dollar in the foot.
Yo, and that was it right there. That was it. That was it.
Yeah,
That's the
man.
audio footage of Megan getting shot. Nah, but like, yo, you know what? The more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was reading on that because I was bored. You know, I was in the doctor's office. I was bored, right?
Right.
And I was like, I made jokes about, you know, her getting shot in the foot. But yo, hold up. Where's the bullet holes? You mean to tell me that, you know, you ain't really get shot? Like, you know what I'm saying? That it was like, all right, you know what? You shoot in the ground or whatever, right? Let's just say you shoot in the ground, the bullet's going to ricochet or whatever.
Right.
Right. Or the bullet could explode because, you know what? Bullet fragments, right?
Right.
So, you know what? I think that bullet fragments hit a foot and that was it. And they had to take it out.
Yeah. That could have been it.
Like, but other than that, you ain't get shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yo, yo, you know what? There's no exit wounds, no nothing. You know? So it was like, you know, like it, I mean, you know what, like that personal life shit, you know, shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be looking at her differently because of her music and stuff. Right.
Right.
But, you know, because like it is entertainment. But it's like, yo, you know what? It's kind of hard not to, because it's like, maybe I'm older,
Right.
you know. But then again, I mean, I never listened to back then. I never listened to Little Kim, you know.
Right.
I never listened to Foxy Brown, you know. Like my female MCs back then in the 90s was Bahamadia, and Bahamadia was a spitter,
Right.
you know. Like yo, you know what? Like you know, it was Bahamadia. It was Jean Grey.
Yep.
Right? Like that was like more my, you know what I'm saying? That was more me though. You know, like I could never, you know, you know, like I was like, yo, I was never into like, how can I say it, man? Like, Corleone, how would you compare me as? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
By music wise, like my choice of music, like in the hip hop category.
How would I just explain? Not
All right.
explain, but give me an example of what kind of answer you.
All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, you know what? Oh, CG, you missed it, right? So, right after that, I said that, you know,
Yeah.
I do, yo, I shouldn't judge Megan Thee Stallion by what happened to her compared to her music. Like, I should learn how to separate it. But then I started talking about, you know, but wait a minute, I never listened to Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was there, she was on the radio, but I never, like, you know, went and bought her album. Like, I never went and bought Foxy's album, right? Like back then, you know, like back
And
then,
they're
you know,
good.
like it was like, you know, like it was MC Light, Queen Latifah, right?
Yeah.
I listen to them.
They live in the hood. Love that track.
Oh, I love that shit too. UNITY,
Yeah, I'm not feeling that
You
one as
know?
much as I love the other one, but
just another day. Yo,
Yeah.
she was actually singing. Yo, you know what?
Yep.
It was that.
She used to go to Newport Mall.
She
She
used
used to live
to
in
live in
Newport.
Newport.
Yeah, I remember we
Yeah.
would see her. We would get like really
You
excited.
know, like you know, like it was Bahamadia, right? Remember that song we used to play a lot, Corleone? Do It the Hard
Yeah.
Way? With the
Yep.
man scratching that shit. Yo, you know what? When I heard when I heard about Hamadi and her homegirl spit, I was like, yo, bro, like, you know what? They could give, you know what I'm saying, dudes a run for their money.
Exactly.
Because they got some skills. Like today's female rappers right now, no jokes, you know what I'm saying? No Drake involved because you know he's just a lesbian rapper, right? Today's female rappers right now, I could probably I listen to the most is Rhapsody.
Mm.
You know, like she, you know, like she does, she's you know, I got a crush on her too. Like she shows no skin whatsoever, right? But she could spit, bro. She could spit. And that to me is sexy as hell. Anyways, right? So, like, you know, like the difference between, I would say, Little Kim and Foxy compared to now, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion is the fact that Little Kim and Foxy actually had skills. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
They actually, you know, okay, you know what? Jay-Z and, you know, Biggie may have you know what I'm saying, may have ghost, you know what I'm saying, ghost written some of their shit. But, you know, like, they were actually, you know, like, they were actually okay to listen to.
It was
You
good.
know, like,
It was good music.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
like, you know what? If there wasn't, you know what I'm saying, if there wasn't talking about their pussy, they went and got gangster real quick, talking about, you know, like hopping on tracks with the big boys and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and they held their own weight. That's the difference, right? These, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, these female rappers now, they can't hold their own weight unless someone is writing their own shit for them. Like, yo, you know what? Impress me. You know what I mean? Like, go to a cipher and freestyle some real shit, not no written shit. You know what I'm saying? Not no written shit that's, you know what I'm saying, perceived for that moment. Freestyle some real shit.
Yeah.
Impress me. Yo, you know what? Go to Funk Flex. You know what I'm saying? Drop a freestyle like Rhapsody did.
Yeah.
You know? That's why, like, you know, I would listen to a female rapper like Rhapsody over this watered down shit. You know, because like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Being a hoe, you know what I'm saying, is, you know what I'm saying, like, in society is fucked up because like it made it cool for, you know what I'm saying, for women to be hoes and shit. That's why I call them bitches. You know, like it made them cool. You know what I'm saying? Like whole music is cool. But when you're trying to like elevate and be conscious about things, it's not.
Nah, it's
So
not.
Corleone, question.
Yes.
Back then, when I was listening, you know what I'm saying, music wise, who would you know what I'm saying, compare me to?
Most Def.
But freestyling and all that?
Freestyle and everything.
Thanks.
Conscious freestyle.
What metaphors or punchlines to diss you though?
Yes. Yeah, I think I would compare you to Most Def.
Yo, thanks.
Most definitely, bro.
You know what the thing is? Because you know, when I used to write back then, I used to actually think about things that would actually make sense.
Right.
You know, and then, like, you know, I actually try to break into the music industry stuff, right? And I was told that you know, like, I'm good, but my lyrics were too hard. That I should rap about being in clubs. Like, I'm not a club. I was never a club person.
Right, exactly. Why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it gotta be brought to that?
I was, you know what? I was never a club person. I was never one to rock jewelry. You know, like,
right.
Like, if anything, I was the one to take your jewelry, not rock them.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, like, it just, you know, it just never, like, yo, you know what? Here's how it is, right? Is that when people, you know, people try to, like, you know, like let's just say, you know, like me, I love, you know, writing, because quite frankly,
right.
Let's go back to last episode. It's an outlet. It is truly an outlet for me.
This is why I do this.
You know, like, it's like yo, you know what? Writing is an outlet for me.
Right.
You know, like yo, you know what? Give me a nice beat that, like, you know, touches right here, that touches my soul, and I will write something deep. You know, deep and thought provoking. On top of that too, I would put you know what I'm saying, I would literally put my life, you know what I'm saying, out there. No shame, nothing. don't care. Right now, like that's what music. You know what I'm saying? That's what music to me is all about. You know what I'm saying? Is putting your soul out there. Right. I have a secret to tell you guys. I was
Yeah.
listening to you know what? Yeah, like back then you saw me, dressed all hip hop, thugged out and whatever, Timberlands, Carcanaz back then, right?
Yep.
I would secretly go home and rock Nirvana. Like
Nirvana's the shit though.
yo, Nirvana's the shit. I
You know
ain't
what's
gonna
crazy?
lie.
You wanna know what's crazy?
They
Is
are.
that this
Yo,
is
you know
funny.
what?
This is how
You know what? And the song that really got me the most, it was after my grandmother died, right? Was that song "Hurt" by 9 Inch Nails,
Oh yeah.
right?
That's a
And
good
then, like,
song.
a couple years later, I was, you know what? And I was thinking about it too. I'm like, yo, you know what? If I knew how to make beats, I would sample that guitar riff. Couple years later, Ice Cube sampled that shit, and I'm like, motherfucker! But the song was hot though. The song was hot.
Yeah, I like Johnny Cash's version too.
Yeah, Johnny Cash's version is all right.
Yeah, I like his
like,
version.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like I was
it's-
saying, it's
it's
funny.
more-
It's funny you say that shit because see,
It's more mellow.
yeah, I was when I was in high school, all I was hip hop. It was just strictly hip hop. I get in trouble in high school. They decide they wanted my mom decided she wanted to get me out of that high school. So I make a trip over the little bridge to Weehawken High School, where I spent 3 days before having to leave school and go to a different high school. Then I went to North Bergen High School. And in North Bergen,
Early
that's where,
on, we used to take the bus every day because I went to
know.
St. Joe's, man. Like,
I know. And
I
the
would
shit,
say, yo, it was funny. Hold on. True story, right? So I used to leave my house earlier, right, and go up to River Street way before Pier A was there, right? Smoke a blunt real quick because you know what, like I'll act like I'm catching the 22 when the 22 used to run over there,
yep.
right? Then walk back up, right? Eyes a little red and stuff, right? Then I'll meet up with my brother. My brother's like, oh, why'd you leave early? Blah blah blah. Oh, you high? I'm telling mommy. Then I have to threaten to whip my brother's ass, right? Then like we get on the bus and stuff, right? I'm here trying to like write anything to do homework because I never did homework. I see my man's come on the bus. I'm like, yeah, and we here talking all the
Every
way
fucking
to
morning.
every morning to like what's call it. I reach to what's called like I have to get off on 48th Street.
Yeah, I had to get off on 72nd.
Then walk the 6 blocks. Right? It was like that every morning, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Every morning.
So hold up. So like I was saying, like I was strictly hip hop. Like everything that my mind was all set on hip hop, right? So I go to North Bergen High School, and then I start making friends, start going to parties, start hanging out, start chilling. And a couple of people opened up my mind to like different types of music. Like I was like, yo, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like Smashing Pumpkins, like Nirvana, like it was so many different bands, so many different types of music. I was like, yo, there's so many. My mind was wide open when it came to music after that. You know, when I was a kid, it was strictly hip hop, like and Motown and salsa and all that good shit, Frank Sinatra and everything. And I get to North Bergen High School. Then that's when the rock and the metal and all that shit came into play. Like that school, you know what I'm saying? Especially playing football, listening to shit in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, these motherfuckers are wilding. Like this isn't like Hoboken High School. Like these motherfuckers are wilding up here in North Bergen. In the locker rooms and shit, and you know what I'm saying. So it opened up my mind musically, so I was able to learn and listen to different things. Now when it comes to music, it's like to me, music is life. Like I love music. I love music as much as I love movies too. Like movies, forget about it. I mean, I'm a huge movie buff. Like I can talk movies all fucking day. I can talk music all fucking day too. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
all day, man. Like
it's like my mind is so broad when it comes to music and movies. It's It's wild, man. It's wild. I
You-
just love it.
you-
I love it. I love going to the movie theater. I
You know
go.
what it is with
I
music,
go to the
bro?
movie theater so much, bro, that I'm a motherfucking A plus Premiere Stubs member and AMC. I get 3 free movies a week, any format, any theater, as long as it's an AMC. I ain't got to pay for shit. And I use that shit.
You know what it is with music with me, man? Because like, you know, like music always like set the tone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, for a lot of
like,
things.
yo, you know what? Like, yo, you know what? There's certain songs I remember that, you know, like when I went away to the army or whatever, that I would, like, you know, I would sneak in and stuff and listen to,
Mhm.
and like it brought me back to, like, you know, when we were down the shore, right?
Yeah, man.
It brought me back, and I'm like, yo, man, I want to go back home. You know, like,
Yeah, I used to get
know,
those
like-
phone calls. Yo, I want to get the
Hell
fuck
yeah.
out of here.
you know, like. I remember I sent you the picture with me in the cast or whatever. I was like, yo, I broke my fucking elbow, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
like, but yo,
So, all
you know
right, I got
what?
a question.
What's up?
question. All right. Now, with this question, you have to give me the story behind the answer to this question.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, and TG's going first.
No
'Cause
way.
Now she opened up her mouth. She was like, "Oh boy!" So now she got to answer first. So the question is this. Excuse me. What song? What track defined you the first time you went down the shore? What song made that period and that point in time of your life that whenever you listen to it, it brings you back to that moment in time?
Fugees.
Okay, that's the group. Yeah, you know what I mean, the
The
track.
album. It was the
The whole
album. Because we drove down to Wildwood after the prom, and that's when the album came out.
With the
So
Fugees album.
yeah.
Yo, you know what? The Fugees album remind me of when I was living down in Florida, because you know what, like that's when, like, you know, Wyclef and them like really put it on, and like you know what, it was like this, right?
But hold on. I want TG. Let me get TG's
Hold
story
on,
first.
wait, real quick. Since she mentioned the Fugees, whatever, it, like, you know what, when she said the whole album, right? It brought me back to, like, you know, Miami, right, when I was living out there, because for back then, for a East Coast act to get regular spins down there, you know what I'm saying, your shit had to be hitting hard. So like, if I heard, you know what I'm saying, like, for instance, when I heard Nas, If I Rule the World down there, and I saw how much BET and MTV Raps was playing it, I knew that shit was hitting up here.
Right.
You know, like, the same thing with the Fugees, you know what I'm saying? Killing Me Softly was killing it down there.
Yeah.
Right.
Was killing it. So I knew it was killing it up here. Like, and I'm like, yo, you know what? If it's getting played like 20 times down here, they must be playing it like 40 times up there.
Right.
You know? So I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad. I cut you off.
No, I don't know. It literally reminds me of prom night and driving down, and a bunch of us were staying in a hotel together and just going to Wildwood to go on the boardwalk, and that
How
was
old
like
were you when you first went down the shore? Your first time to Wildwood or
17?
Seaside or hang out or whatever.
To hang, yeah, 17.
Without no parents. Without no parents.
Without no
too.
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For my prom. That was the
All
first
right.
time. I
So
never
all right.
Yeah,
So
we didn't
Dubs,
do trips.
your turn.
Yeah, I was
The
15.
first time you went down the shore, what
15,
track defined
15
that
with my
time for
cousin.
you?
15 with my cousin, right? We're playing Old Dirty Bastard on the way down there.
Oh, nice.
But then, like, you know, like my cousins and them, they were older than me. So, but then, like, when we hit the boardwalk, right, they were playing house music. So you know, like, Newark, like, you know, Newark has like their own house scene.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, you know,
They
Jersey
do.
has their own, you know, believe it or not, Jersey's house scene is different from New York's house scene. Jersey's house scene is more soulful, like it's almost like gospel, like, you know, with like how they sample the singing, whatever, and the smooth, like, you know, like African like beats and whatever, right? And it's dance, you know what I'm saying? It's danceful stuff, right? So then they started playing the Percolator, and everyone started doing the Percolator on the boardwalk. And that right there, you know what I'm saying, reminded me of like, you know, I was like, yo, that was the shit. You know, like I'm here drinking 40s and stuff on the boardwalk, you know, getting drunk. Like I shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I went down there for the night. You know, we were supposed to go down there for the day, but we ended up breaking night. You know, then like, you know, whatever. And another one too was that DMX, you know what I'm saying? DMX first album is Dark as Hell is Hot.
Yeah.
And Big Pun's album. And
Oh, Big
Gangstar's
Pun.
and Gangstar's and the Gangstar album, Moment of Truth. And that's because
The mass
I was
appeal.
with you. I was with you, you know. That was that was the $400 incident.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's not talk about that right now.
Yeah, that was that.
I want to talk about mine real quick.
Okay.
I was 15. I wasn't going to no prom, but I met up with some people. Me and a bunch of friends met these girls up in White Castle parking lot up in North Bergen by the park. And we all get to talking and shit, and one of them says to me, yo, you know, after prom, we're going to Wildwood. And these girls are old enough to drive already. I was just 15. I looked a little older. And they were like, I was like, okay. And they said, you want to come with us? I was like, okay. So they said, we're gonna pick you up. And one other one of my boys was supposed to stay at my crib so we could go together. And she said, we'll pick you up after prom and then we'll just roll out there. I was like, okay. So we're waiting at the crib. They show up. We drive down. And we just hang out. Like we're chilling. We're cooling out, walking on the boardwalk. I'm like, oh shit, I've never seen this shit before. I was like, Jersey has this is Jersey still? Like we still in Jersey? I was like, this is Wildwood? We still in Jersey? They were like, yeah, this is Wildwood. This is like down this is where everybody call it, you know, we all come to hang out and shit. And this is when you're at that age and that point in time of the year where all the kids are down in Wildwood hanging out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn. So I meet this chick. Her name was Christina, I think, or some shit like that. I don't even remember. Her mother was the mayor of Union, some town in Union County. I don't know if there's a town called Union.
Yeah, there is.
There is. So she was the mayor at that time of Union. So we're hanging out, we're chilling, whatever. We go back to her place where she is with her friends, we're drinking and shit. I'm like, wow, this is fucking amazing. Shit starts happening, shit starts popping off. The next day we hang out again because we were down there for the weekend. So the girl that I was supposed to be hanging out with that drove us down there, my boy hooked up with her girl, and me and her was supposed to, like, you know, to chill. But I ended up hanging out with this other one. So I didn't make no commitment to nobody. I was going in there to have a good time. Whatever happened. That was it. So they leave me down there. They were like, oh, you don't want to chill with us? All right, it's all good. They left. And my boy left with them.
Oh my God.
He wasn't even, he was like, I'm out. Like, he left with them. I was like, oh, I was like, yeah, all right, cool, you know, whatever. Just, you know, let me know when you're leaving. And they just left. I went back to the hotel and they were already gone. So I go back to that girl and I was like, listen, you know, if you can, would it be possible for you to drive me back to my place because they left me? She was like, oh, no problem. I got you. Don't worry about it. We cool. I was like, I bet. So driving back.
Tell us about the story when they prostituted you.
You know,
I'm just playing.
They pimped him. They pimped him out.
Me out. Right. So we're hanging out, right? And I'll never forget, she had a red Volkswagen Jetta with the sunroof, right? And driving back, she had on the Far Side album, A Bizarre Ride from the Far Side. And Passing Me By came on, right?
I love that song.
and we're driving down the parkway. The fucking wind is blowing and shit. We're chilling. It's hot. And she grabs my hand, and we're just driving, listening to The Far Side, just driving down, coming back from Wildwood. And whenever I hear The Far Side, I hear, passing me by, I'm like, damn, yo, that was a moment in time that I was the first time I went down the shore. Like, I'll never forget that.
You know what song I remember that ended the night down, saying with my cousin, right? It was 93 Till Infinity, because we were on the beach getting fucked up. And they had the big boom box where you had to buy like those C batteries, those D batteries.
The D batteries, bro.
D batteries. So it was on tape. So like I had, everybody, everybody was looking for tapes or whatever. And I had to, so it was a Mischief tape, right? So I told my cousin, I was like, yo, Ace, I got this. Yo, put that shit on. So like they put it on or whatever, right? And when 93 to Infinity came out, the sun was rising, but I was already fucked up. Like, I was high as shit. I'm like, yo, how we gonna get home? Right?
Yeah, that's
then,
always the question when you're down there and don't know how to get back.
Like, no, you know what? Is that we knew how to get back, but everybody was fucked up.
Right.
And I couldn't drive.
Right.
Because you know what? This is way before GPS. It was my first time being down there. And just like, and like you, I'm like, yo, Jersey got boardwalks, right?
Yeah, man.
Because the only boardwalk I knew of was Coney Island.
Yep.
Right.
Because like that was like the closest beach to get to without driving.
Yeah. The
Wait,
F-train.
you know what? No, yeah, the N train too. The N, D, and F, right? You wake up early, right? Like this is how it was to get to Coney Island with my parents, right? They'll wake up at 4 a.m. Make arroz con gandules. My mom, Mom Dukes be frying like
You're making me hungry.
like 10 pounds of chicken, right? Arroz con gandules, 10 pounds of chicken, right? Got the deli meat and whatnot. And then everybody would meet at my house, right? Like everyone that lived in, in like all the local family would be at my house, right? And then and then my father would call my uncle, the Brooklyn family, the New York family would meet up in Coney Island. Like we're waiting World Trade Center for my family from Newark to to meet up. So then I remember crawling underneath the turnstile, right? And riding on the train or whatever, and I couldn't wait for the subway to go outside, because that was the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The minute the train went on the either Manhattan or the Williamsburg, you're looking outside like, wow,
Yeah.
Wow, this is the world right here, right? And that's all, that's all we knew, because Coney Island was cheap to get there.
Yeah.
And and then if my parents or my aunts had extra money, Astroland was right there.
Yep.
Oh
So we'll go on rides and stuff, so I didn't know Jersey had those amenities up until
because we didn't grow up with, I mean, at least I didn't. Mad people I know didn't have cars.
Yeah.
Like my friends, teenagers, we didn't have cars. Only a couple people had cars.
You know what? And this is the reason why, my school attendance down in Dade County was horrendous, because the beach is right there.
So nobody went to school.
Listen. You know what? No. You know what? I'm a up north dude, right? They, people consider me from the city. I live in Hudson County.
Right. Well,
right. That's what? That's city enough. You know what I'm saying? That's being in the city without living in the city. Right. So, for one, it's January. You know what I'm saying? First off, you know what I'm saying? When I went down to go live in Florida completely, right? This was after the blizzard of 96.
Oh,
right?
my blizzard.
Yeah, my favorite blizzard.
Mine's too.
I was stuck in Bayonne, Jesus.
Mine's too. That was my favorite blizzard too, right? Where I went from, I remember that morning when I left, it was 21 degrees, right? I had my bear jacket, right? How is it 3 hours later, I'm, you know what I'm saying, walking out, you know what I'm saying, with 2 bags, meeting up with my brother, God bless his soul, and it's 85 degrees.
Yep.
That's a 60-degree, you know what I mean? Is
Yeah,
it
it's crazy.
you know, and it's in February, January, February around there. So so I'm in school, right? And I finally figured out a way how to go to the beach. You know, because I went down there, like you know what? I didn't know people like that. I'm here fighting people, right? So making friends was like a hard thing for me. I don't know why, but I know why, because I'm from
I
up
don't
here.
think it was just you. I have a friend she had the same exact experience.
Oh
She
shit,
left
this is
here
crazy.
and went to Florida.
Yo, real quick
What?
before just breaking news.
What?
Woman fatally shot, another person injured by a prop firearm fired by Alec Baldwin on a movie set.
No.
Yeah, yo. It was supposed to be blank bullets, but real bullets came out of that shit.
What?
Yeah, it's on News 12 New Jersey. Yeah, woman fatally shot after. Oh shit! And another person injured by prop firearm fired by Alec Baldwin on a movie set. Oh shit!
That's crazy. Isn't that how Brandon Lee died?
Brandon Lee died like
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah,
was saying this just says director of photography killed, movie director injured after Alec
Damn.
Baldwin.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he
shit.
was probably doing his part and somehow.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Someone, yo, you know what? Somebody fucked up and forgot to take the gunpowder out of that bullet.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, I
because
feel like when shit like that is a setup.
Yeah, somebody wanted somebody to die.
Because I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you know exactly. Like
Because after that
they
shit
don't
happened
ever
with
use
Brandon
real.
Lee, they started
Yeah,
having professionals do that shit.
yeah, they
and
don't
somebody
use real
fucked up.
bullets.
Somebody did fuck up.
Somebody really messed up. You know,
Oh yeah.
he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
Damn, yo.
Take it here.
But anyway,
Yo, but you know what though? Like, all right, so imagine, yo, all right, used to imagine, you know, going from it was snowing like 2.5, 3 feet, right, of snow, where it snowed for like damn near 3 days in an urban area like ours, right? Then like a week and a half later, you go down south, right, to 85-degree weather, right? Now you're in school and stuff, right? And like, you know, you figured out a way how to get to South Beach, right? So, you know, like, bro, you know what? See, here's the thing, right? Here's
Don't you have to
here's
go
the thing
over a
about
bridge?
the Rickenbacker Causeway, and what's it called? There's a Rickenbacker and other causeway. I forgot the name. I forgot the name. Yeah, you know what? You got to go over the bridge and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like somehow you end up like around, you know, Collins Ave, Ocean Drive, or Washington, one of the three. So then I started making friends, right? And like my friends were like, "Yo, we're gonna cut school today." I'm like, okay, how do I get out? If I'm taking, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't worry, you know what I'm saying? We'll wait for you. Meet us over here. Like, all right, fair enough. So you know what? After homeroom, I'll wait and I have to sneak out because Dade County, right? At the time, they had security. They had security guards, plus they had Dade County school cops. Like they literally carried guns and had a vest on and everything.
yeah, and today's Trixie's 97th birthday.
Right? So I would sneak out. I'll meet up with my friends, you know what I'm saying, 2 blocks away, and we'll go to the beach. You know, like, yo, I'm cutting school in March, right? Meanwhile, you guys were sitting in, you know what I'm saying, class or whatever, you know, just looking at the leaves trying to form or whatever. I'm out there in the beach, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, knee deep, waist deep in water. You know, jumping off the pier, and you know what I'm saying, where all the cruises, you know, where all the cruise ships is going.
Yeah.
You know, like, so like that's the reason why like I had such a hard time at school, because my attendance and
Right.
attitude. But you know what? It was more my attendance, because like yo, I gotta go to high school in Paradise.
Yeah, man, that's tough.
Like, yo, you know what? Like,
it's
like, yo,
tough.
like, yo, you know what? You know,
Go to
and
school
like
in Paradise.
and
Yeah.
and like yo, you know what? Like And like them, you know what I'm saying? My peoples down there didn't understand what it was like. I had to explain to them, like, listen, you know, when like we only got this weather that we have down here, we only got that 3 months out the year.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, that's one. Two, like the beach is so close by, like we have to travel, like some of my people say, oh, what about Coney Island? I'm like, yo, who wants to go to Coney Island, bro? You know what I'm saying? Step on a needle and stuff.
Yes.
Like yo, you know what? Like it's different. Like the water down there was so much, like the water was blue down there.
Oh yeah.
Like as opposed to up here.
Clear.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
But like, see, the problem was down there is there's a lot of like Dade County within itself, right? If you really want to insult somebody from Miami, just say that, yo, you're from Florida. They'll look at you stupid and be like, no, I'm from Miami. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Because like it's Florida, then it's Miami. Because Miami is like a world of its own, literally. Dade County is a world of its own.
So yeah, man, it was. I remember getting off the plane to Puerto Rico for the first time when I first went out there. I left in fucking November. I get over there late November. I get over there and I have my hoodie on and shit. They open up the fucking door and I get hit with this fucking heat. I'm like, what the fuck?
That humidity, yo.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit.
You know what? But 2 years ago, same thing too. 2 years ago, same thing too, yo. Like
that Caribbean heat, humidity is like,
yeah, it's ridiculous. What's crazy is that you live in this bubble for most of your life until you make that move. Not to move completely, but I mean to go on vacation somewhere when you're old enough to do shit. Yeah. Right. And then once it hits you, it's like, holy shit, I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Right.
And has anybody ever noticed that whenever you go on vacation, you never sleep in? You're always up early.
Yep.
Of course.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Listen, right?
Of course, man.
Corleone. How many times we went down the shore and you saw me up early, with a fifth of my hand drinking, watching the sunrise.
Of course, man.
No,
of course.
That's serious. Wow, yo, I died one time.
Yeah, you did.
I literally died one time.
I said I was gonna call your mother, and you woke the fuck up.
Yo,
oh my God.
No, you know what? I was literally floating over my body, seeing this dude like slap the shit out of me, talking about, yo, wake up, yo, he ain't breathing.
Yeah,
like
it was terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
it was terrible. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I mean,
like
it was bad.
But you know what though? I mean, thank God that social media wasn't, present.
Oh my God! Thank God.
Oh wait. Oh. Let's talk about this for a minute.
All right.
No, wait. Time out.
You know what? I know what you're gonna do. Show the picture.
All right.
You know what? I want to point something out.
What
I look skinny over there
on the floor
in the bathroom.
All right. Yep. No, show them
I
the
feel
other
like
picture.
a lot of people have done this.
All right.
Show them the other picture.
Hold on.
You know
I'm not done.
Yes, show me the other picture because you know what? You know what? I also want to point out during that night, right? When I did wake up, I allegedly cut one of my boys' throats.
What?
Look at this.
Look, hey, blow that up. See, if you notice, I still got a banging haircut though. My hairline
had a fucking corona.
Yo, my hairline was crisp though. My hairline was banging though. My hairline was on point. Shout out to my barber back then. My hairline was on point because you know what?
Shout out to my barber from back then.
Check this out. This is the album cover.
Oh Lord. Oh, definitely album cover worthy.
Look at that.
Oh, you know what though?
Ridiculous.
You know what? The girls used to love it. I mean,
of course.
Right, but
so we did back in the day.
But you know what though?
Yeah.
Like the shore back. I mean, if you go down the seaside right now, like you're not gonna like it, man. Like
it's not gonna.
It's like after the Jersey, you know what? After the Jersey Shore, like Jersey Shore did that. You know what I'm saying? Seaside, no justice whatsoever. None.
Yeah, I know. I went down there
None.
recently with my daughters. I was down there, and it wasn't even.
And
It
not
was just
and,
like,
and not only that, man. Like the
I heard
beach
they
is
have
smaller.
more stores and stuff like. I mean, more places to eat and stuff like that.
yeah, they
You
definitely have that.
know what the thing is too, though. Like they're building things on the they're building buildings on the boardwalk now. Like they're building like condos on the boardwalk.
Of course, they're gonna make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what
So
though? But now here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing,
so
like financially speaking, yeah, you want to make money. That's good. That's great. You know, but let's talk about Mother Nature real quick because because getting a storm like Sandy is not a once every
No,
100
not
years
at all.
no
It's
more.
gonna happen again. I would definitely never get beach property.
Like so like is it smart to live on the beach? Like granted, you know what? I
Depends
mean,
how far from the
if I
beach.
listen, if I had that type of financial means or whatnot, I
Yeah,
would
I want a
definitely get a
beach
beach
house.
house. However, you know what I'm saying? No, I would get beachfront property, then build my house 20 feet up on iron stilts. You wanna know why? Because you know what? Learning from Sandy, how like it washed away houses and all that stuff.
just sit right back and you hear a tale.
Yeah, like yo, you know what? Build, you know what I'm saying? You know what? You want to build at least like 10, 20 feet up,
Yeah.
you know?
So real quick, it's we're gonna I think we're gonna rock the ending. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been on like 2 hours. We're good. Is there
Yeah.
anything anybody want to say before we go? Dubs, anything you want to close out with?
Eat my ass.
Oh my god.
Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah. Yo, do we have to like close out now? Yo, like
Yeah.
No, we don't have to.
I'm not in the mood to close out. Yo, I'm like,
He got more things to say.
nah. You know what it is? Is like I love talking to my peoples right here.
I understand.
All right, so why don't we take a 5 minute break, couple minute break, regather, regroup, and
Okay.
then we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
I bet.
So everybody make sure you close out your cams and your mics. We'll be back in 5.
Yo, imagine me on hot mic, be
Yes.
like, yo, fuck this crowd. No, I'm just playing, yo.
All right, be back. You,
You.
That was loud.
yeah. So, um, so I got this deck of cards here, right?
Yeah.
I I I ordered them. It's called. I'm gonna promote them right now. Hopefully, if they're watching, they'll see that I'm doing this.
Damn, those son.
It's called Pod Decks, right?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And what they do is they give you questions and topics and shit like that to talk about. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna for now we're gonna do is what would you rather do and why? Okay. Um, some of these look corny as shit though. Um, um. All right, Pete. Oh shit. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I think. All right. So. All right. All right. Let's forget about the deck real quick. Dubs and TG take over for a second. I
Okay.
gotta
Handle
check
your
something. I gotta
handle.
check on something. Yeah.
Gotta handle your handle.
Handle your handle. I have a
Yeah, I never
question
understood
anyway.
that. But yeah, what's your question?
There was something I saw one of my favorite reality TV shows, but basically it's a couple, they're engaged, right?
Right.
And the woman doesn't trust her fiance because he's not really opening up to her. So
All right.
he is,
All right. I'll get it. Keep talking. I'll be back.
yes. And she decided to contact his ex-wife to get information, like to see if it was a pattern of behavior that he had or just to find out things from the ex-wife, which she wound up meeting with this woman. And
Hold on, hold
yeah,
on. Does man and the ex-wife have kids?
no, they don't have children.
Then you know what? In all honesty, there's like, that's kind of like crossing the line a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, most definitely.
you know what? I totally understand. That you're trying to see if like there's a pattern going on. You know what I mean? I'll expect a woman to do something like that. You know, because I mean, personally, me personally, see, my pride is my downfall.
Right.
You know, like I find it hard to swallow my pride. So I would never, let's say, for instance, let's just say, you and I, we're dating and stuff. I would never contact your ex. What I
Right.
look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I look that insecure to you?
Right. That, I mean,
Like,
in this situation, she is insecure. So it makes a lot of sense why she does what she does. But it's sad to me that a woman couldn't see that as a red flag, though. The fact that you don't know this man enough that you feel the need to talk to his ex-wife to find
exactly.
out things, that to me means you don't trust this person. Like, why are you engaged to someone if you don't trust them enough that you would feel the need to talk to their ex?
You know what, like, I remember both my kids' mothers, right? They used to talk so much shit to my ex, right? I used to be like, yo, what the fuck is your guys' problems, yo? Like, oh, I'm warning her about you. I'm like, yeah, just because, you know what I'm saying, I cheated on you two, don't mean I'm gonna cheat on her.
Right. It's a different relationship.
Like, you know what? Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Now back to my daughter's mother. Yes, I cheated on her, right? And yeah, you know what? There was one time, I'm gonna put this business out there. There was one time, we got into an argument. I wanted to leave. Right? We lived on the second floor. She would not let me leave. She stood in front of the door. So I grabbed her, kindly put her to the side, and try to
Right.
open the door, and she throws this dolphin at me. Right? And for some reason, I turned around and I caught the dolphin. You know what I'm saying? And my hand
Like
was
a
killing me
stuffed
because
animal, you mean?
no, I'm talking about a statue. Those little figurines.
Oh,
Those
okay.
figurines like this big, right? So you know, she's like, "Oh, you ain't going nowhere. This, that, and the third." I'm on some real toxic shit, right? Like, Randy, you know what? I mean, I understand that I made the situation toxic by, you know, doing what I wanted to do, right? But I was still young, you know, like I like you know what it was, right? I was so vain that I did what I wanted to do because I knew, you know, I could do it. That's why I
How
did
old
it.
were you?
26,
Yeah, still very young.
you know, yeah, you know, I was 20, I was 26 at the time, and when I was 26 when I had my daughter, like 25 going on 26, right? So but yet, you know, like this is like a year and a half removed from having my son, so I was just getting adjusted to being a father. Then boom, you know, so I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't ready to be a father, period.
Right.
But here I am now, you know, like whatever. So I literally had to jump out the second floor window of my apartment to escape my daughter's mother,
That's crazy.
you know? And yet, well, there's a, you know, I ain't gonna talk about that no more. But yeah, you know, like, but like back to what you were saying, that is beyond some insecure shit, yo. Like, look, you know what? Look, me personally, I find it hard to speak my heart to a woman. You know, I mean, I could like her and all that stuff, but I find that shit really hard because, like, you know, I've been, you know, I've been put in positions where, like, when I do open up, you know what I'm saying? When I do open up my heart, it's too late. You know, like,
Right.
you know, like I just have that fucking timing, like, you know, like, because you know what it is like when I'm receiving, you know, if you're not family and friends, whatever, like, if I'm receiving love from a woman, like, and you know, it feels weird to me, like, you know, it's like, oh, you want something, you up to no good. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because is that I have that what's it called it? Um delayed reaction, you know, when it comes to that. So I'm usually like, you know, like over here is usually closed off. And then when I decide to open up, it's too late.
Yeah.
So
So what was the question so I can get involved?
Basically, a woman was engaged. She was engaged to a man, and she was having trust issues with him, and he wasn't open stuff. So she went and talked to his ex-wife because she was trying to see if like there was a pattern or reasons that I guess she wanted to see if there were red flags that she needs to go. But Dubs and I were just talking about like those were the red flags, the fact that he wasn't
Oh, okay.
sharing enough and he was being secretive and stuff like that. But obviously it's not cool to talk to
you
anyone's ex.
know what it is too. You know what it
Right.
is too. I'm not giving that man an excuse or nothing, right? I'm not gonna do that, you know. However, I am gonna say this, like with certain men, you know, like, you know, all right. So there's two groups of people here, right? Some people grew, you know what I'm saying, they grew up on love, and some people grew up on survival.
Yep.
You know, those that grew up on survival don't, you know, they understand what love is, like, you know, to receive it and whatever, but they don't understand what it is to give it out because
Right.
they're on survival mode. You know,
Yep.
see, I grew up on love because I had both parents in the house. You know, I'm considered one of the lucky few. You know,
Right.
thank God for that. However, I'm not, yo, you know what? You guys swear I was lucky. No, I wasn't lucky, man. I got jumped on my parents. I was getting jumped on my parents before I was getting jumped in the streets. Anyways, right? Anyways,
Yeah.
um, you know, but you know, the choices of women that I had, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't different, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell the difference who was, you know, who was, you know what I'm saying, who were actually there for me and who was just there for the moment. So I
Right.
treated everyone the same, you
Mhm.
Yep.
know, and and that's the reason why I'm single because I treated, you
But it's
know,
also a defense mechanism for you.
yeah,
This
you
is
know,
what
like,
you've learned to do.
and not only that, when things are going too good, I sabotage it. I admit it. I sabotage the shit. You wanna know why? Because I'm used to shit like that. So that makes me toxic. And that's the reason why,
It's
like, I'm
actually fear. You self sabotage because of the fear that you don't. It. it's rejection. So there was somewhere along the lines where you
I'm
experienced
not.
rejection.
I'm not scared of rejection. You know what I'm saying? I'm
No,
not scared of that.
I'm not saying you're scared of rejection, but part of your defense could be to reject before you can be rejected. Like, I'm gonna fuck up to give you a reason to be angry and leave me, so I don't give you the opportunity to hurt me.
Right.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, true. True.
So
That
that's
yo,
what
you know
we
what?
do. It is a defense mechanism. When people
And
self-sabotage,
you
that's
and you
what
know
they're
what?
doing.
And you know what? And all it took was one time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it took was one time. I was like, oh, so this, you know what I'm saying? So this is how it is. You know, this is how we rolling. Like, you know what, Coleon, you know, like, and you know, some of the girls I messed with that they were
Yeah.
like, all like, you know, all like head over heels for me and stuff. And I used to look at them like, and used to be like, yo, man, she's feeling you. I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling it though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not feeling
Yeah.
it. Why not? I'm like, I don't know. You know what? You know what? Now since I'm older, I could
You
tell
know
you
what's
what it is.
crazy? Now you
I
you
could,
bring
yo,
that up.
I could tell you what it is. I was scared. You're
Right.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was scared. I was scared to be, you know what I'm saying, responsible for, you know what I'm saying? That's a big responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is a huge responsibility. And I was scared.
Yeah.
You know, like I feared that shit
And
because
what happened? And what happened when you finally felt it and you were finally ready? What happened?
I got burned.
Right.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was fucked up. It was
I got
fucked up because
I got burned 2 times in a row.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Twice in a row. Like
it's unfortunate
it was
because then that's what's your experience is showing you. You know, you unfortunately
no, you know what? And this is the reason why I took the time out, you know, like to just fall back, you know, like and try, you know, not to get myself involved in things I shouldn't be getting myself involved in,
right.
you know, because like, cause like, look, you know what, um, but it's weird though because like, cause it's like this, right? I mean, let's just say you know you're with someone you're having casual sex with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot deeper than that because you know, for us men, it's like you know, all right, you know, we gonna bust a nut and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Yippee ki For women, you know what I'm saying? You know, women act like, you know, it's the same, you know, setup. But eventually down the line, feelings get crossed because you know what, you know, not to sound deep and you know philosophical, but you know, sex is just more than busting nuts, man. It's an exchange of spirits, period. You know what I'm saying? Your souls
Yep.
exchanging with each other, you
Yep.
know. So that's the reason why, like, you know, like for instance, if your man is cheating, you could feel that shit because you know what, part of him is with you, and vice versa. You know, if my woman out there, you know, sleeping with another dude, I could feel that shit because you know what, part of me is with her. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get the sixth sense because you know what I'm saying? It's a you know what I'm saying, it's an exchange of your spirit,
It's an
you know?
energy that we
Yeah, you
definitely
know.
feel people's energy, and
No,
we
no,
can
you
read
do.
people, and people who cheat actually tend to put it on their partner, and they actually that if your partner starts arguing with you a lot and starts blaming you for shit, you need to look at them. They need to look at themselves because the chances are they're doing something they're unhappy about.
You know what? You know what, I ain't gonna lie. You know, cause like you know what the thing is, right? My you know, like, all right, my last relationship, Coleon, you know what I'm talking about. You know,
Yep.
not the one before that one, the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Where like I was invested, but then at the same time, it's like, you know, like I wasn't because, you know, like, yo, when I say social media is the devil, it is the devil because, you know, back then I was being vain about my shit. You know, I'm telling you, social media made it easier to cheat. It also made it easier to get caught,
Of course.
you know? So I was being vain about, you know, I was being vain and conceited about my shit, you know? And make a long story short, you know, not only did my relationship go down the, you know what I'm saying, drain, but a friendship too, because like, you know, this woman was my, you know what I'm saying, this woman was my mom's co-worker. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way, right? My mom was her teacher, then she became my mom's co-worker. You know, my
Okay.
mom used to be a teacher. So, like, you know, like when we were friends, like we would hang out, we would go to East LA, you know, we would go places, right? You know, like I knew her daughter since she was a baby. You know, when her daughter had open heart surgery, I was there down
Wow.
in Philly. Like, you know, like we were actually doing family things. And I fucked that up because as I fucked that up because me being vain, you know, like when I used to say things were my fault, you know, of course, like, you know, my boys would ride with me, you know, like what kind of friends would be like, you know, well, like, my friends are going to ride with me regardless, even when I'm wrong. Like, you know what? Like, for example, if Corleone did something, you know what I'm saying? Like he calls me up, he's like, yo, Dubs, you got a shovel? Like, why? Like, there's a body in my, you know what I'm saying? There's a body in my backyard. Hey, I'll be over there. Yo, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna stop by and get some burner phones too. You know, I'll have my, you know, I'll have like a bum go buy burner phones or whatever. We're gonna do this right. You know, go get some lime, you know what I'm saying? Lime, you know what I'm saying? Lime wire,
I
you
mean,
know, like
that's
lime
having
powder and
somebody's
whatnot.
back,
But yeah, you
obviously.
know, so like, you know what, my friends have my back regardless, even when I'm wrong.
But
You know, they'll
but
tell
in the
me
case
later.
of you doing
You know
something
what?
stupid
They'll
with
tell me,
a woman, they should tell you
they, yo, you know what?
otherwise.
They'll tell me later. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell me later.
But that's
You know,
stupid.
because
That doesn't help you.
because you know, no, actually it does. You want to know why? Because at first, you know what? At first, Corleone was like, yo, you know what? This, that, and the third. I was like, yo, I'm not done yet. You know, like, let me explain the full story. You know, for yo, you know what? I gotta take responsibility. I gotta carry some cross too. I can't just
Yeah,
like
well, there have been situations where
where I shouldn't have carried the cross, but I end up
right.
carrying the cross anyways. I know what situation you're talking about, but we're not gonna talk about that one because yo, you know what? I mean, when I asked the last toxic female in my life to take me to their leader, I didn't expect this one. Now put
You
it
know
this
what's
way, right?
crazy though?
You, you the, the
You were
crazy
just saying.
the crazy thing is that you know you think you know someone till you actually live with them. You know, like
Let me ask a question to TG real quick. I don't know if I got it right or if I heard it right. Did you just say that if your friend knew something or some shit and they would tell you or they were really your friend or some shit? What did you just say?
I'm saying a real friend
Uh-huh.
is going to be real with you
Uh-huh.
and tell you when you're wrong.
Oh, all right. All
oh
right.
yo, you
Yeah.
know what,
In
you know
terms
what?
of relationship, I'm not saying like you made a mistake and you did some shit and now I need your back. I'm not going to come and question you. I'm saying I'm telling you about this bitch and what she did, and you know I'm wrong, but you don't say anything to me. That's not real support. I don't see
That's
that as
not
real
oh,
support.
wait, hold on. Let me rephrase this again. All right. So you know, I would tell Corleone about a situation, right? At first, you know what I'm saying? You know, of course your friends are gonna be biased towards you. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
They
they're
don't
going to take your
know
side in that
they
case.
yeah,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They don't, you know what I'm saying? They know you, they know what you've been through. They don't know the person that they don't really fully know the person that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Up
Right.
until you explain the situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, now you know what? The last, you know what I'm saying, my last relationship, did I sabotage it? Yeah. Does it still bother me to this day? I'll be the first one to admit it. Yeah, it does. You know, yes, it does. Because you know, like those the feelings that I had that I wish I would have said something, right? I wish I would have opened up a lot more, but instead, you know what I'm saying, I kept it inside and decided to be vain about it because I was trying to look for a way out, you know, like because I was scared,
Right.
you know, like yo, you know what? Whenever a woman tells me I love you, you know what I'm saying, and I just like, you know, I'm like, what?
You
You know
question
what I'm
it.
saying? Like, yeah,
Mm.
you know, so that's the reason why, like, you know, um, I
Yes.
tend to like,
Working on yourself is a good idea.
yeah, you know, cause you know, like, cause like, you know, love, you know what I'm saying? You know, like back then I used to joke around like, yo, you know what love really means? Legs open very easy.
Oh,
Love.
kind of.
know,
Love
like
makes you do real stupid shit.
yeah, but you know what though? This is how I know that I actually loved my last ex, right? You know, never mind me buying her stuff. It was the stuff that I would do. And Corleone could tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like there's still stuff that I was doing.
Right.
Like, you know, like excuse me. Like, you know, like our stuff I was doing with her. You know what I'm saying? And when she wasn't around, she needed me, you know, and she needed a favor to do, you know, for me to do with her daughter. I would go, you know, I'll jump on it.
Right.
You know, like her daughter and I, you know, at the time we built a relationship where it's like, you know, like I'll protect her. You know, like I was very
Right.
overprotective, even though she'd be like, no, leave me alone. You know, but she liked that shit. Right. Like, you know, like I'll surprise her daughter with things. Right. And you know, I treated her like my own. Right. That's because, you know, like her father had passed away and I was there for
Okay.
that. And I had to like console her, you know, console her like, yo, it's all right. Don't worry about it. You know, so, I mean, to this day, like, you know, all right, to be honest with you, I still, like look out for her daughter. You know, like my ex and I, we talk every now and then. Every now and then. You know, I know, like, you know, she still looks at me in a disdain way. Rightfully so. You know, like that's done. You know what I mean? Like that chapter is over. You know,
Right.
but I messed that up. That's why I'll be a man to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a man to admit a lot of things. My son's mother, I messed that up. You want to know why? Because I was young. And you want to know why? Because I was conceited. Because you know what? Like, you know, when you have, all right, you know what? I always play these number games, right? When you have 5 or more people telling you look good and stuff, right? It goes to your head.
Of course.
You know, it goes to
Especially
your
at
head.
that age.
Yeah, you know,
Oh, the ego
look,
gets fed.
look, you know what? I was hearing that when I was down in Florida, right? And you know what I'm saying? My ego was kind of, you know, fed or whatever. I just came back a little messed up because of the shit I've seen down there, right? But then, like, you know, everywhere we went, like, oh, he's cute. You know, like, you know, oh, he got dimples. So yeah, I'll flash my dimples. Why not? You know, like, you know what?
Played
Like,
out ass
it's,
dimples.
it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I was told.
Right.
So I took it and ran with it. You know, like, yo, you know what? 9 out of 10 times, like, you know, the way that, you know, like I just acted so conceited that I didn't give a fuck about no one's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna do me regardless, whether you like it or not. And you know what? And I robbed, you know what I'm saying? I robbed myself out of having a family. You know, I probably robbed myself out of marriage. I mean, it's not too
Mm.
late. It's not too late.
No.
But you know, like you know what I mean? Like I broke, you know what I'm saying? Like I broke a quote unquote good curse because my parents were married when I was born. My older brother, my brother, you know, down in Texas, he got married and he has kids. Me, I had 2 baby moms. You know, no ring,
I
no
have
nothing.
3.
Hey man, it is what it is, man. But you know what though, like, but you know what though, like in my heart, I want to, you know, to carry on that tradition of just like, you know, I'm like, all right, you know what? Like when I decided that I wanted to be with my son's mother, it was too late because I already did too much.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to be with my daughter's mom because like my daughter's mom was a rebound. You know, so it's like when I got hurt, you know, they say like, you know, back then, you know, the best way to get over someone is to get under them or get on top of them. In my case, I got on top of them, you know, and that ain't work. Um, and I just kept on like, you know, repeating a cycle over and over and over and over, you know, like where like I figured out, you know, like I wanted to settle down in my 30s, right? So what I do, I break up a marriage thinking that it was gonna work out with me.
Oh boy.
You know what?
You
The
don't watch
same way
novelas, bro? Come on. That's
Nah,
I
ridiculous.
man.
know. No Spanish, no
Yo,
badass.
yo, listen. You know
Te
what?
quiero
The
tanto, mi
same
amor.
way, yo, dos mujeres un camino. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
You know, like,
Marimal.
like, look, you know what? The same way that you know that relationship started was the same way it ended. You know what I'm saying? But I was at the end of the stick with it. So then, you know, right after that, you know, was Corleone, you know who, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to think for a second.
So, you know, like, but this, you know what I'm saying? This woman, you know, would like dig deep in my phone, accuse me of stuff. You know, like you're digging up pictures from 2013, we're in 2017. Like, how you run up in my emails, yo? Like,
Right.
so it was toxic from the start, right? And the only reason why I even stood around is because I was scared to be alone. And I thought that, you know, I loved the person, you know, but at the end of the day, I was just enamored by her looks.
Mm.
You know, like, you know, like it's it was a very vain thing for me to do. You know, just be enamored by somebody's looks.
Right.
You know, like, yo, you know what? Like, you know, like as a trophy and shit. You know,
But I think too, mentality is different when you're younger.
yeah, I was in my 30s though. I was in like, you know,
But that's still young.
this is we talking like, you know, probably like, you know, 3-4 years removed, right? 4 years removed. And then
Yeah.
like, you know, I go, you know what I'm saying, with my recent ex, right? But everything was good, everything was great because you know what the thing is, like, you know, like we always had each other's back. Like there was an understanding,
Right.
you know. We just, you know, it just led to where it led to. And you know, I was there from her, you know what I'm saying, like there for her from the jump, you know, like everything was like I said, but me being confused and stuff, you know, me being confused, like going back and forth, you know, like back and forth to my toxic shit because that's what I was used to. Instead of like, you know, where the grass was greener, you know, like where there was sunshines and, you know, birds chirping and trees and stuff. I went to the place where it was lightning and thunder and cloudy and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, just a stump. And like I was trying to tiptoe the line and I got caught up.
So don't you just wish like somebody was there to warn you? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
just
you was there. You
no,
was
I
warning.
know, I did. I did.
You was warning me all throughout the whole time. But you know
I
what the
know.
thing, you know what I'm saying? Like yo, you know what? I
Old
was being
habits
warned.
die hard, you know?
Yo, hard head makes a soft ass, right? So like when everything died down and whatever, right? When you know, like when everything just like, you know what I'm saying, rolled over, whatever, my ex and I decided like, you know, we were going to try again. But it wasn't the same though, because there was always that, you know,
Yeah, it never is.
yeah, you know, so like we would like fight a lot. But yet, you know what I'm saying, when things were good, like they were great.
Right.
When, you know, all it took was one thing, you know what I'm saying? Or a couple of things, whatever, that was never said, but it all built up. And like the true anger would come out. And I never understood where it was coming from because you know what, you said we would start all over again. So
Yeah, but that's not
I figured that,
possible.
yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? I was just hoping.
Right.
And what you call it? Um yeah, like
So
it
I got a
just
question. I got a question.
what up?
This goes for any one of y'all. So you have a friend, because this happened to me one time. I was like this dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all. I mean, I know Does probably knows him, but he was with this chick, right? And he was really into her, and he was like so into her that he threw her this birthday party, right? Big ass birthday party in a hall and everything. And I kept trying to tell this cat, listen, bro, she's fucking around.
Mm.
She's fucking around, bro. I'm telling you right now. And he was so in love that he fought with me, like argued with me, and completely disregarded everything I said because he was like, she would never do that to me. I was this dude's friend. I mean, I've been friends with Dubs before him, but we were friends for a long time. And I kept telling him, like, listen, B, you gotta listen to me, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to sway you. I'm not doing this because of she's taking you away from our friendship bullshit. That's not what it is, bro. I'm just telling you right now, this is what she's doing.
He didn't want to hear it.
So the day of the birthday party,
when the heart's involved, no one wants to hear anything.
Right.
And during the birthday party, I was outside getting my drink on, and I saw her talking to the dude that I knew she was fucking around with outside the fucking party, bro. Where he's in the party, she's outside. I go inside. I say, yo, she's outside talking to this dude right now, bro. He was like, man, this fucked up. Why didn't you? I think you should leave and all this other shit. I'm like, all right, Brent, you know what? I'm out. I walked right past the two of them and I said, you know what? I tried to tell him you were fucking around, and I know this is the dude you fucking around with, and he don't want to pay no mind. So fuck him and fuck the both of y'all, whatever. So I kept it moving. So he later finds out that, you know, she was fucking around, whatever. He ends up having a kid with her anyway and all this other shit. But when do you think is the right time to tell a friend, a good friend, that yo, your man or your lady is fucking around, and this is what I know? Do you think that's something you should do, or you should just mind your fucking business?
No, I think
Something you should do.
Something you should do as soon as you know. If this is your friend, as you say they are, then you would tell them. Are they going to accept what you're saying? No, of course not. Because in the beginning, nobody wants to hear that the person they trust and love fucked them. And it's hard.
Yeah,
you know.
I got an example. Remember the planet?
Yeah.
The planet.
Planet Hoboken?
Yeah.
Yeah, the planet. Yeah. So
I hated that place.
You know, white boy. You know what I'm saying? White boy had a baby.
Yeah.
You know, with no names.
Yeah,
yeah. So
it's first. Because he's got a couple baby mamas, I think.
No, you know what? What you call it? He has one baby mom, then he has a baby with his wife.
Oh, so yeah, the first one. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
So like this is at the time when white boy Javi and I were like, you know, having babies at the same time in the same year. Right. So what you call it? So I'm in the planet, you know, like I'm out of work, you know, and I'm here creeping, you know, like I'm here creeping on my daughter's mother, right? You know, messing around with a coworker and stuff, right? So I see homegirl tonguing some dude down, and I'm like, nah, you know what? That can't be her, right? So I go to the bar, right, closer to go, you know, I'll go get a shot of Hennessy, right? I'm here looking, and lo and behold, when the lights came on, it was her. And I was like, damn, how am I gonna say this, yo? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know how to tell this nigga. So what I did, right, is that what you call it? You know, and this at the time, like, you know, like you know what, a year later, fast forward a year later, like, you know, she's pregnant with the you know what I'm saying, white boy's second child, right? My daughter's mom obviously is pregnant, you know what I'm saying, at the time.
Right.
So so like there was these girls that I met when I went to school. I went to Dover Business College up there in Paramus, Route 4.
Yep.
So I met some
went
girls
to
over
the
there.
school one day for something.
What happened?
I went with you to the school one day for something.
Yeah. So like, so you know what? And you saw the girls over there, right? So you know, like there's this one girl that was big on me. So you know, I got her number or whatever, right? And you know, end up calling her out the blue, right? My cell phone had died. Me and white boy were chilling, you know, we were drinking and stuff. So I called out the blue. She's like, "Oh, who's this?" I'm like, "Yo, it's Eric." She's like, "What's Eric?" I was like, "Eric, Hoboken." "Hey, babe, blah 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 blah." I'm like, "Yeah." it's like, struck up a conversation.
Right.
And make a long story short, we go out to Richfield Park, right? Where she had a friend for a white boy. We were supposed to all hang out,
Right.
but it led to other things. We both young, So then what to call it? I told white boy, I'm like, yo, erase your phone history, because we still had to flip phones.
Yeah.
There was no code. This nigga falls asleep on the couch, right? She checks his phone. She sees the messages, because the text on the flip, you have to for E, you have to press
Oh
what I'm
my
saying? I
God, it
think,
was the worst.
Yeah. It was
it was the
ridiculous.
worst, yo. It was the worst by far.
Kids will never know
So-
the struggle, bro.
I know.
Hell no. They would never know the struggle. Like after 9 o'clock, everything is free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't know. So so the next thing you know it, his baby mom's met my daughter's mom. Like they knew each other, right? Because we all hung out. And all of a sudden, I was at my parents' house because I slept over, right? And all of a sudden my daughter's mom appears, right? With white boy's baby moms. Right? They're like, hey, come outside real quick. So I go outside, I see both of them. I'm like, oh shit.
Trap.
So then, they started with the bullshit, right? And I'm like, yeah, and I admitted to both of them. I was like, yeah, I'm cheating, and I was like really, what I'm saying, I was real, I was real, brazen and dickish about it, right? So we get into this whole big argument, right? And then white boy's baby's mom's like, yo, my brother's gonna come see you. I'm like, tell him I was like, tell him where I'm at. He knows me. He knows who I am. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my daughter's mom's like, just looking at me like all pissed off and stuff, right? And I was like, yo, I told you I wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? Your attitude. Like my daughter's mom has such a toxic attitude at the time about everything that I got turned off. Like quick, But then again,
Right.
I was toxic myself. So I mean, but like, what it was too, like not only was it her, it was her father, it was her mother, like always down my, what I'm saying, always getting at me and stuff. So, and then like, she invites me to come live with us.
Oh God.
So it was like, like if we got into an argument, I'm arguing with 3 people instead of 1. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you know what? So like in the middle of the argument, right? She's like, "Oh, you a piece of shit." This, that, and the third. I was like, "Yeah." I said, "The same way you was kissing that nigga in the planet." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, you thought I wasn't there for that one?" So I could describe the nigga. I was like, "Yo, I could describe the dude." Turns out it was the same dude that she cheated on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
She cheated on white boy with. That white boy's brother ended up slapping the shit out of him.
Right.
So what you call it? So then Eddie, whoops. So white
Just
boy,
another day
yeah,
living
and
in
in
the
the
hood.
hood. So like white boy, calls me after the fact everything is over with. He's like, yo, don't call my phone for a while, yo. This time I was like, yeah, when were you going to warn me, bro? Because they already came here. He's like, yo, E, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, yo, what happened? He was like, bro, I messed up, bro. I'm like, oh, I could tell you messed up. What happened, yo? I was like, yo, did you not erase, you know what I'm saying? That part?
Yeah, but you didn't.
That's,
you
oh,
didn't-
wait. This was the answer. I'm like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me, right? He was like, I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, yo, don't worry about it, yo. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm like, yo, you feel bad? He was like, yo, I do. I'm like, you shouldn't. Because she was at the planet, that's when I blew up her spot. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you shouldn't, because she was at the planet, you know what I'm saying, tongue kissing another nigga one night. Meanwhile, you was watching her kids and yours.
Dog, let me tell you
right?
something.
So yo, check it. So the following day, her brother, you know what I'm saying, you know, the yeah, her brother, her crew, you know what I'm saying, the crew from Fifth Street show up. All of them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm talking to my mom, and all of a sudden my phone rings. Like it vibrates. Zzz, zzz, zzz. I'm like, I looked at the number, I'm like, hello? So yo, E, what up? I'm like, who this? You know, the name.
Yeah.
So he was like, I need to talk to you, come down. I'm like, all right. So I go downstairs, right? And everyone's there, and and everyone's looking at me. They're like, "Yo, we up here for him?" I'm like, "Yo, what up, though?" He was like, "What up, yo?" And like, everyone's looking bewildered. So like, I'm like, damn, like I'm about to throw hands with, you know what I'm saying, because I don't know what was said, you know. So he walks with me. He was like, "Yo, let's take a walk real quick." I'm like, "All right." He was like, "Yo," he's like, "I know you want to disrespect my sister, right?" And I'm like, "No, what happened?" He's like, "You call my sister a bitch?" I'm like, "Hell no." He's like, "I kind of figured that." He was like, "You and white boys stupid motherfuckers, man." He was like, "Yo, get burner phones next time, yo." Like, he's giving me advice to get a, you know what I'm saying, get a bat phone, right? He was like,
Yeah, I
"Yo,
know the bat phone.
yeah, like so like, he was like, "Yo, get bat phones next time." He was like, "Damn, you guys are sloppy, man." He was like, "Yo," I was like, "So your sister thought I disrespected her?" He's like, "Yo, that's what she said, man. Like, that's why I wanted to make sure." He's like, "But then I saw you be like, yo, E won't disrespect, you know?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't." He was like, "Yo, well, I'm gonna holler at you later." I'm like, "All right, man." So we shook hands and that was it, you know. But but like, yeah, like I ain't talked to white boy for like a year because of that situation, because like, you know, of how things went down, because like it's always, oh, it's Eric's fault that, the relationship broke up.
It's
You know,
Dub's fault.
yeah, whatever. No, I'm slipping, man. Yeah, it's about that time. Yeah, it was always Dub's fault. But yeah, see, like I won't say nothing. I would entice you to go and do something, because that's how I wrote back then. Like I didn't know how to tell you because I know what it is to be told, yo, your girl's, you know what I'm saying, your girl's cheating on you, and me be like, nah, man, she ain't doing nothing, you know what I'm saying, no such thing.
Man, look. Let me
And
tell you
then
something.
you know what I'm saying, for that
Oh,
shit to actually
I'll be right
happen,
back. Hold on.
and then like, for that shit to actually happen, and it's like, damn, yo, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, my boys was looking me out, yo, they were right, like I know how that feels. So that's why, like, like I had a hard time, telling my boy, like, yo, you know what, your girl's cheating on you, so that's the reason why I was like, yo, you know what, let's go get some ass. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it's guaranteed. And like, because you know what I'm saying, like when your heart's involved in something, the last thing you want to hear, you know what I'm saying, as a man, if I have a woman, the last thing I want to hear is that my woman's cheating on me.
Of course. Well, nobody wants to hear that anybody's cheating on
But
them.
if it's coming from your boy and it's truthful, man, and he's trying to look you out, you gotta like be like, listen, bro.
Take that into consideration. But again, I mean, you could also say that like when you you love somebody so much, you can be blind to things too and not want to admit it.
I'll tell you what though.
Yo, there was one incident where I told Corleone, like, yo, this girl cheated on me. He was like, yo, you good? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I had the stab face. He was like, but yo, look at the times you cheated on her. I'm like,
Yeah.
touche. You know what I'm saying? Then I realized, I was like, touche. Yeah.
See, look.
You know
Now,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna
It's
tell
a
you real
pride.
quick.
It's a pride thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the one supposed to get cheated on. I'm the one supposed to be cheating. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that it's about that time. It's we're gonna run. Well, we got a couple. Well, no, we don't. It's 2:57, 47, 48, 49, 50. All right.
Fetty.
Yeah. You got anything you want to say before we go, Dubs? You got anything you want to
Fellas. All right, this directed to the men, right? If you have a woman that got your back, man, like appreciate and love her, man. Like, don't do what I did and be scared about it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to be scared of. And if you're scared, it's because you're scared you might go fuck up. But don't go ahead and fucking up though. Don't do that. And women, do not burn the pot roast. How many times did I tell you
God.
this shit?
Hmm.
Damn.
TG, what about you, yo?
I'm
Anything
gonna
you want to say?
read something to you that is literally about what we were just talking about. Red flags aren't always about the other person. When you start lying to yourself about who they are so that you don't have to face losing them, that's the flag to pay attention to. And on that note,
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yo, you know
Insightful,
what?
right?
But you know what though?
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing though. You know what? Most people don't realize that they're the red flags themselves, and they project
Right.
it out to other people.
Yeah,
You know what? Like
a lot
I
there.
can
There's
admit,
a lot to
like
unpack in that
like
one.
All
yo,
right,
you
I
know
got
what?
something to say.
Like,
Yeah,
hold
I'll
on,
let
Yeah.
you finish. I'll let you finish.
like I could admit, what I'm saying, I was the red flag for a long time. Like
Yeah, you definitely
like
were.
like you know what? I wasn't that tropical storm warning red flag. I was that hurricane warning red flag. Like there was more than one. So
Yeah, all right. So all I'm gonna say is this: some talk to you in their free time, and some free their time to talk to you. Learn the difference, people.
Yep.
So with that being said, I'm Big Corleone.
Dubs the Don, drill
And I-
sergeant. I will drill the fuck out your ass.
Oh
Pause.
my God.
Pause.
Yeah.
I think I'm just
That's
gonna
the women
pause.
though.
I'm calling
What was
myself the voice of reason. Peace.
All right, tonight you're the voice of reason.
You
Yeah.
know,
All right, so yeah, we're with Dubs is Dawn, Big Corleone, TG Love, the voice of reason. And this has been another episode of This Might Hurt podcast. And always remember that at some point,
this might hurt.
Might hurt.
This might hurt.
And-
No, it's gonna hurt.
yeah, it's
It's
gonna
gonna hurt.
yeah, right. Good night, people.